From the Gettysburg Museum of History Studios, high atop Baltimore Street, in a maximum security facility complete with central air, it's AG Today.
Hey, I'm Gary Edelman.
Hi, this is Wayne Motz.
Hi, I'm Joey, Sir AC, and you're listening to Addressing Gettysburg.
And that's the coolest.
And that's the coolest.
Hi, this is Caroline Janey, and you are live on Addressing Gettysburg.
I love this podcast.
You're listening to
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
I don't know what the heck you guys are talking
Put
about.
that on a t-shirt. Holy hell.
Take him from the rear.
All right, you bitches up for some food?
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome back. We're finally back after all of these dark, lonely months of not being here.
Yeah.
It is a great time, a momentous time, a joyous time for many people around the world because summer is just around the corner. Well, spring is first. Mm-hmm. Spring is. How are you liking this winter? You love winter, Bethany?
I do love it.
Why do you love it?
Why do I love it?
Yes, that's what I just said.
Let me count the ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sweating.
Okay, that's a good one.
I can wear sweaters to cover my fat.
Right.
I can wear scarves.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a plethora of things. The snow's beautiful.
No, I disagree.
Yeah.
Beg to differ.
Have you been out on the battlefield? It's beautiful. You drove around in it.
Maybe
Yeah.
real sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
And it's cold, and just think of.
I mean, the real reason. You want to know the real reason I love winter?
Yeah.
Your beard is
Right.
pretty epic right now.
My beard. Yeah, it curls. I haven't grown it this long, ever. I think I did once, maybe in college, and I forgot that it curls.
I want to, pet it like a puppy.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's kind of reddish, too. That's nice.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, amongst the gray. Yes, there you go.
Like an Irish setter.
Matt, can I?
You go ahead. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at that! Right?
So cute.
Yeah.
It's actually very soft.
Yeah,
I put grease in it, or what do you call it? Not grease.
Yeah, grease.
Yeah, I put something in it so that it's
very soft.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Anyway,
for manscaping.
Oh, somebody's at the
here.
door. Somebody's at the door. It might be our guest.
Oh.
It might be our guest. Very exciting. Listen, we have a lot that we're going to get to today, so I want to get through it here at some point. But okay, so here's what. So first of all, welcome back to us all.
Yay! I did miss everybody. I really
did too. And also welcome back to you, the lovely audience. By the way, the audience, not the audience per se, but on YouTube, our subscriptions since let's see, the beginning of January, we're at 10,000. We just hit 10,000 at the end of last year.
Yep.
They are now at 18 or 19. What are they at?
Shit, man.
Shh, watch your mouth. There's children listening.
You didn't have the beeper ready,
I know. Let's see. It's I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Drum roll, please. 19,816.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes, me too. Actually, I don't know. We'll see if it actually translates to views.
I'm very proud of you, Matt.
But
you should be
thank
very
you.
proud.
Thank you very much. Yes. And so that is exciting, I think, and we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Anyway, what else is there going on? Oh, what did you do on break?
On break?
Yeah. From here.
Nothing. Everybody in the family got sick. It was just like a progressive sickness train. We just kept getting, one would get it, the next would fall, then the next one, then the next one.
Sounds like another reason to hate winter.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, no, because then you have an excuse to snuggle under blankets and everything.
That's probably why you guys had a sickness progression.
I meant like of your own your own snuggling in blankets. But in the summertime, you feel like you need to be outside doing stuff.
Yes.
And when you have a summer cold, there's nothing worse than that.
That is the worst. That is the worst cold.
So if you have a winter cold, it's just like, okay, now I get to sleep. That's what I wanted to do. So great.
Yeah, you're right. The summer cold comes with some a good dose of guilt, right? And also, it's just the heat, the humidity. and you're all stuffy. It's just the worst. It's the worst. And I never had a summer cold until 3 years ago. I had my first summer cold ever.
Really?
Yeah, never had a summer cold.
Oh my God,
I always thought they called it a cold because it only came in cold weather. I didn't know you could get one in the summer. I did not know this.
Wow.
I did not know this.
Wow.
I can't.
Wow.
I've missed you so much.
Oh, we missed you too. Yes, we missed you too. We invited you over to dinner a couple times, and you said screw off. Remember?
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I saw the text message.
Thank you.
No,
Colby.
the one time I legitimately didn't read the rest of the text message, so I didn't know you had invited me to dinner. And then the other one, I forget what happened. There was something going on.
You sent him a text message, a very mean one.
I did
Yeah,
not.
I think it was.
I
It's
would
like,
never do that.
I would
about
rather
this.
die than
Yeah,
eat your
yeah.
food. Your swill, I think you called it, which I
I'm
don't even
pretty
think is
sure
really
I
a
was
love
word.
your
impressed.
food,
I
and
was
I-
impressed with the usage of swill.
Yeah,
It was-
which I don't really think swill is for food, but I could be wrong. I think you meant gruel, but whatever.
swill is a liquid-based insult.
Right, exactly. But I got the point.
I'm pretty sure I love your food, and I've told you that many times.
And more
so
than
shut
anything,
up.
my heart got the point, and it is still not healed. Okay.
And really, I mean, I'm only there to see Cindy anyway.
I know. Hey, listen, if you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, and subscribe. Go on. If you're a part of our back, I know everybody's been dying to, well, no, they haven't. Okay, so one of the things, we got Court Micker here with us. Court is going
everybody.
to eventually take good old Colby's place, and we'll get to that later. But Courtney...
Not take his place.
Not take his
No,
place, but
no.
replace him. And Courtney, you have a little injury on your hand, a nice injury actually, and it caused you to faint.
Broken pinky, huh?
No, I
Broken pride.
accidental. Well, I had just cleaned the glass, so I couldn't see it. And
Your pride? Oh, the glass.
the glass.
Yes.
No, yeah. What?
Couldn't see his pride either.
What?
I don't know.
What?
So, all right, whatever.
I went to reach for something and ran my pinky along the edge of the plate glass and cut it pretty deeply. So I have to say, I went to WellSpan Gettysburg Urgent Care,
Uh-huh.
got top-notch treatment from a listener,
No kidding.
a Patreon subscriber, no less.
For real?
For real.
I did not know we had educated subscribers.
Everybody should see the
Dr.
shocked look
Shaw?
on your face right now.
Dr. Foose.
Oh, Dr. Foose.
He was awesome. We started talking about
What's
the
his
podcast.
first name? Doctor?
No, I looked him up. I think it's Graham.
Graham. All right, I'll have to look him up in the patrons.
Yeah, and I told him you're getting a shout out, and
He just got it.
also Sabrina. She was very nice to me at the doctor's office.
Another listener.
Yeah.
I was also at Urgent
Well,
Care.
no, I don't think she's a listener, but
Just-
she might
just
be
pre-
now.
just pretend.
She might be now.
Just pretend.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So
Sorry.
I got to see Urgent Care too over the break.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
I didn't do anything. It was Uncle.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you had
so
Dr.
would you
Shaw.
push him down
Hey,
the stairs
Dr.
again?
Shaw.
Did
I did not push him.
so you slice your finger,
I
a
sliced
lot
it.
of blood comes out. There's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
You see the blood, you begin to faint. Tell me
well,
about the fainting.
Um,
What is it like to faint? I've never
He
fainted.
probably doesn't remember it.
Probably don't.
I was on the phone with Erica, my beloved.
Your beloved, yes.
She's a physician assistant.
Okay.
And she said, FaceTime me. I need to see how deep this is. And
How deep is your love, Erica?
Right. Hers, I don't know, shallow, I guess. And I got the view of it through the camera and had to sit down on the steps. And she said, "Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong?" And I said, I think I'm going to faint. And by golly, I opened my eyes and my phone was on the floor. And I think
And
I
you were,
fainted.
yeah, really?
I need clarification though.
Yes.
You, you saw the cut without the phone, and you were fine.
Yeah.
It was looking at it through the phone.
Through the phone.
It was
Now,
magnified.
That's something interesting.
Wow.
You know, I've heard of people passing out from blood.
But to see it in pictures.
Because usually it's like what the part that makes people pass out is the fact that that's their blood.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's like it's a mental thing.
Right.
Some people
It didn't
have a hard
help.
time with.
It didn't help.
But you saw it, were fine, and
Yeah.
then saw it in the phone, and that's what made you pass out.
Well,
Right.
I was also a little freaked out because I thought maybe it went down to the bone.
Mhm.
I don't believe it did.
Did you see white?
Was there spurting, like pumping blood, or was it just a drool?
Initially.
So you cut a little artery or something there, or vein?
I got some paper towels. Wrapped the paper towels around. First used a dirty shirt.
Right.
And,
dirty shirt.
In a pinch, dirt.
Right.
Yeah,
of course.
And then it wouldn't really stop. So I was like, I should probably get.
Fingers bleed, man.
They do,
Yeah.
and so does your scalp.
Yeah.
Yes. Believe me, I know.
Wasn't that you came up out of the water? I remember this from an old podcast.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody skipped a rock at your.
No, it was a seashell.
Okay.
We were at the shore, and there was this kid who his family owned a house in the neighborhood where we rented a house every year. So we became friends over the years, and we'd see each other every summer.
Summer love.
And it was summer love. And we would be out. We were out in the ocean. It was low tide, And he just learned how to skip shells.
Yeah.
And he's skipping shells and everything.
Like
and
an oyster shell or something?
Like it's the clam shell.
oh,
Like
okay.
it's, And so I'm in there and I'm frolicking and I'm going under the waves and I'm like, oh, life is wonderful, everything is grand.
Until.
And then one like whizzes past me and I was like, dude, don't do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, sorry. So
And
I
then
go
he
under
did it
and I'm
again.
frolicking again and I go under a wave and then I come up and boom, it felt like I got shot, right? And I actually fall back and I go under the water and I come back up and he's standing there laughing and then his face goes, oh, because there's blood streaming down my chest and everything like that. And I had a nice gash. And I remember when I started going bald, I was worried that I'd have this like gnarly scar.
Yeah.
But
Chicks dig
there's no
scars,
scar.
man.
Huh.
Chicks dig scars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about
Is
that.
this
It
kid
depends on the placement of the scar.
Right. What if it's
Right down
like
the
a
face.
3rd-degree burn scar right in the middle of your face, like
a
Freddy
low-
Krueger?
A low back scar isn't that sexy, I guess.
Yeah, true. True.
I met this guy. Like he's not really interesting, but he has this lower back scar, which I just find
Like a trench scar.
So fascinating.
Is this kid's name Billy by chance? It sounds like a Billy thing. to
Brett.
do. Oh, I was
His name was
close.
Brett. You were close. It
Brett?
began with a B.
Okay.
Brett.
As you know,
Brett
that
Schwarzenbeck.
has nothing
Hello,
to
Brett.
do with anything.
Huh?
Name starting with B. But have you ever noticed that when there are movies or books with somebody named Beth or Bethany, they always die?
I haven't.
No.
Little Women, Jumanji,
Big women, medium women.
Jumanji.
All
Someone
of the women
dies in
books.
Jumanji?
and the new Jumanji.
Oh, I haven't seen
Oh.
that
I
one.
haven't seen that.
I like the classic.
I'm trying to think of movies where there's a Beth.
Yeah.
Little Women,
Little Women.
the new Jumanji.
No, like movies I would watch. I can't think of a movie I've seen.
There's others.
Free Willy?
Free Willy, there was a Beth.
Which
Did
one's
she die
Beth
in that
Free
one?
Will?
No, movies you want to watch.
No, not Free Willy. Haven't seen
I
that
loved
one either.
that when I was a kid, though.
Well, you were a kid.
Do you remember we all liked the song too at one point in time?
What was the
Michael
song?
Jackson
It was a
song.
Michael
It
Jackson
was. Which
song.
one was it? You Were Not Alone?
No.
I think it was. I think
I
you
think
are
it
not
was
alone.
You Were Not Alone.
It was You Are Not Alone.
It was
Yeah,
a
I
more
think it
upbeat
was.
song.
No, I think
No.
no, it wasn't.
No.
You were not alone. I am here with you.
Though we're far apart.
I still haven't met Pete. I'm
I
very
know.
upset
Someday
about
you will. Well, if you had come to the housewarming, you would have met Pete. Anyway. Well, I'm glad that you got your finger all patched
Thank
up
you,
by
man.
Dr. Foose.
I think,
and hello, Dr. Foose. Thank you for your support. And
Yeah, he said he's all about spreading the gospel of Gettysburg, addressing Gettysburg, and the whole new approach
okay.
to reaching people.
Nice, I like
he's a
it.
fan, yeah.
And you mentioned something that he might be interested in coming on.
Yeah.
To talk about medical stuff.
Yes.
That would be
that'd be
cool.
fun.
That would be cool too.
From what I gathered, he went to Gettysburg College.
Okay.
His undergrad was history, and then he went into to medicine. So he's
Oh,
well
nice.
versed in all this stuff, and
He's a nerd.
that's kind of what the assistant said in the office.
Yeah.
When she walked in and we were talking about the battle, and she said, you guys will be here all day.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never been, and I've been to urgent care quite a bit.
Yeah.
Never been there when Dr. Shaw wasn't there.
Huh.
I've only ever had Dr. Shaw.
Maybe it's because Mike always has the other doctor. You know,
Maybe.
And Mike's the only one there more than you.
I'm from Clarion.
Well, I want to give a plug to Wellspan Gettysburg. I was in and out of there in like maybe 40, 45 minutes.
I have no complaints about. I never have to wait. No. The great thing about living in a sparsely populated area that has an overabundance of medical offices is that you never have to wait. I think the most I've ever waited was 15 minutes.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I waited 2.5 hours last time.
No,
Well,
no. Where? At urgent care?
At urgent care.
Oh, I'm just saying in general. I've not really had to wait for much of anything.
It's because they have to drag your huge file from the basement. That's why they.
It wasn't for me.
That is funny.
Oh, poor uncle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I appreciate you sharing that story, and I appreciate the doctor's continued support, of course.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it. Doc, you send me an email, matt@addressinggettysburg.com, and we'll meet or something.
And I have a cell number, so.
Oh, well, then forget it. I'll call you.
All right.
All right, great.
Nice.
Thanks, Court.
Yeah.
I hope your finger feels better.
Thank you, man.
Now, Court, if you'll go in the back and learn.
Matthew Joaquin Caleri.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Court doesn't understand middle names.
No, his middle name is James.
Joseph.
No.
Close.
Okay.
Close.
What is it you don't understand?
No, he understood.
No, I understand that his middle name is Jacqueline. It's a J.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's interchangeable.
My middle name starts with an A.
What is it?
I can't tell you.
Annabeth.
At least not on
Abernathy.
Abernathy.
Oh,
Bethany
I like that.
Abernathy.
That is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what Bethany means?
Bethany, is it like a Bible thing?
Yeah, it's a Bible thing.
It's flower of the desert.
Nope.
Lily of the valley.
Ah, how green was my valley.
Let me put this on just real quick. It is city on a hill.
No. House of Figs.
House of Figs.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I know.
Yeah.
And then Mom obviously didn't pay attention to this because then she named Mallory, and it means unfortunate.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
Oh, like bad, Mal.
Yeah.
Malord. Oh.
So she's got House of Figs and unfortunate.
It's too bad your middle name's not Newton, because then it'd be House of Fig Newton.
It's not.
That would be awesome.
All right.
All right. So now the sad news here, thank you, Court. The sad news here, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is the first of the series of shows that we are calling the Farewell Colby shows. Colby is leaving us, Bethany.
I know, I heard.
Colby, why?
Well, I can tell you 100% why.
All right, tell me 100% why.
I was invited to your house for a dinner one night, and in the course of the conversation, you admitted to me that you became a fan of the Gilmore Girls, and it was at that point I said I got to get the hell out of here because I cannot abide that.
First of all, the Gilmore Girls is not a bad show.
It's what's wrong with America.
Why do you say that?
It's everything wrong with America.
Why? How?
In a TV show.
What are you talking about? It's not.
It's teaching young girls just to be the worst version.
Okay, I don't disagree with you there.
They could possibly be of themselves.
Yeah, no, of course.
And the acting is terrible.
As all shows literally do that.
Acting is terrible.
This one takes the cake, trust me, because I feel like you haven't seen it. And if you've even seen 5 minutes of it, you would agree with me.
Have you seen it, Beth?
I love Gilmore Girls.
You've seen it?
Oh, I've watched all of them.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Well, there you go.
And how
Okay.
how long has it been since you've seen it?
What does that matter? What, it's going to suddenly get bad if time goes by?
I think she has to be reminded of its horribleness. You know,
I literally watch it. That's what I watch when I don't have anything important to watch. It's just what I have
That's
on in
probably
the
why you're always
noise.
sick, dude.
No, the one thing I will say about Gilmore Girls is that they do not respect the actual time continuum.
What do you mean?
So my sister and I have this thing about the Gilmore Girl effect because they go. Now think about this, people. They go to dinner at the grandparents' house.
Right.
They eat at 7.
Yes.
What's the daughter's name?
Lorelai or Rory?
Rory.
She's probably off cheating with somebody.
Listen, shut up for a second. So then They eat. Then they have dessert.
Right.
Then they say it takes half hour, 45 minutes to get back. So theoretically, they get home somewhere between 9:30 and 10. And then they go somewhere.
But this is all television shows. They all, we were watching Dexter, and he goes all over Florida and is still home for dinner.
What? How?
Because they don't respect the space-time continuum.
It's really annoying, and it makes that part I see where Colby's coming from
No,
because
that's
it does
that's
make
the
you
least
start
of
to
my worry. I
feel-
don't care at all about
Oh, they
that
cheat
part.
on each other all the time. It's called television, honey. But the main thing is that there is no, like, you start to think, is there something wrong with me because I can't get all of this done in a day like they do?
Yeah, no, you can't go by a television show.
Well, there's no way Rory could have sex with 3 dudes in one day.
No.
She does.
How do you
What's
know?
the feedback going on there?
And they're giving me a hard time because they want to hear, and then I turn it up and it's feeding back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's like a sweet spot where you could do that, but you might not have met it yet. Anyway, I don't think that the Gilmore Girls is actually a bad show. It's okay. So I watched it because Cindy likes it, right? And Jen Murray and Mike Warker, we'd go out to dinner, and once Cindy, come on in here, please. Once they discovered that they had an affinity for the Gilmore Girls. You know, it was like, oh, Cindy, you like that, and blah, blah, blah. And Cindy's like, oh, yeah, Jen, you like that, and everything. And then Mike piped up, and he was like, oh, yeah, it's a funny show. And I'm like, what? Mike, what do you mean? And he said, no, it's actually funny. And so one time we were sitting around.
That's when you should have decided to move away from Gettysburg.
One time we were sitting around, and I said to Cindy, here, let's watch one of your episodes. Because it's always what I watch. I felt bad.
Gilmore Girls.
And
He
so
doesn't feel bad anymore.
I don't feel, no. I no. And so we watched it. It was somewhere around season 3, and I put an episode on, and I was just like, when will this be over? But then, you know, it was done, and she's like, thank you for watching that. I said, no, we could watch another one, you know. And then there was something, I don't remember what it was. There was something in the next episode we watched, and it made me actually belly laugh.
Laughed out loud.
LOL. And I said,
it's a great show.
I was like, all right, maybe there's something to this. And here's my theory. It's, okay, it was created by a female. And I think the writing staff is mixed, right? It is, because I read the credits. I think the females, they write the storyline, okay? This is what happens, blah, 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 blah. And the guys write the jokes. The guys write the jokes because the jokes are funny.
Can't be funny.
Because we're never funny. I'm never funny. I'm
Accidentally, when you fall down the stairs.
I just don't think I don't think it's possible for the guys to come up with the drama that's in that show.
No, that's why they need the mix, and I think that's the good thing about having that mix there is you can get the storyline, which is, you know, nothing.
So
but
all the good
cheating.
dramas on TV you're saying are written by women.
No, I'm saying the bad drama that is the Gilmore Girls is written.
Now,
but it's peppered with jokes by the guys.
That's my story from the beginning.
I think that's how it goes in the writing room. In fact, I read an article that said exactly that.
You are so full of poo.
No, believe me, I said it because I knew it was going to be controversial. So I looked into it before I said it.
You are the straw that stirs the drink, sir.
I am, but I come armed. I come armed
to take you seriously.
Okay, it was a salon.com article.
well, by the time
Were you
we
looking
finished,
for tips about your beard?
by the time we finished is it 7 or 8 seasons?
I don't remember. 7, I think.
That's a lot.
By the time we finished all 7 seasons, he was a true fan.
It's a great show.
Well, I wouldn't go. You know what? When it's cold outside and you don't want to go out and you got to kill time with something.
I'm sorry.
I got to tell you, I'm getting so much support in the comments section right now.
I'm sure you would.
Emily Gilmore.
Well, if you think that this audience is a bunch of Gilmore Girls fans, you're crazy.
This is salt of the earth, people.
All right, Chris, now hold on. I got to agree with Chris Brixius here. Golden Girls is better than Gilmore Girls. Absolutely. Hands down, 100%. Because, you know, professionals did that one. Gilmore Girls is officially one of the 2 worst shows ever. It's right up there with New Girl.
Grant says Matt doesn't like sports, but will watch Gilmore Girls. Coming in with a zinger.
Marie says never saw it. Garrick says Eric LOL. Peter says nope, gotta draw the line in the sand. Dustin says, in all seriousness, best of luck to you, Colby, in your next adventure.
Matt Grant said another one. Always thought Matt was an alpha male, but that's wrong after he admits watching Gilmore Girls.
I don't know whatever made you think that. The actors all talk 300 words per minute. Yeah,
agreed.
That's
annoying.
So
but
that's the point.
It's on purpose.
Well, it's a terrible purpose.
Like they literally do that on purpose. Like
They shouldn't.
Which is why, so I won't watch the Year in a Life because
I don't like that at all.
I mean, if you
that
think,
wasn't good.
If you think the first,
That was the reboot.
yeah, if you think
The member
regular
berries.
is bad acting, you're gonna despise A Year in a Life. It's
What?
terrible.
Why?
Because look,
Why
here's
does
what
it
here's
do
what
so
they do now.
badly?
There's no originality in Hollywood anymore. It's all incestuous. You know how like the royal families of Europe all had hemophilia because they were all cousins and uncles and aunts marrying whatever. So eventually, you know, all inbred, and then you become, you know, weird. And that's what's happened in Hollywood now. They don't allow new blood in, and it's all recycling of old things.
That is true.
And so now instead of coming up with a new show and taking a chance on that, they go, let's reboot the Gilmore Girls. And then they have a show of what South Park calls member berries. You know, remember when this happened? Remember when that happened? Remember. And that's what it is. It's just it's a cash grab, just trying to get, you know, the fans to go and reminisce.
Mark and I were talking about this the other day because he goes, there's something we were watching, they announced their new show that was going to be coming, and Mark goes, I guarantee you it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because it's for our generation.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So it's trying to get you, the parents who watch that, to get your kids to watch it.
Are they going to keep the guy with the golf clubs this time around? Because he was the coolest character.
Oh, right. I know. Casey.
I don't know. I just remember him teeing off on bad guys, and I thought it was
Casey.
super cool.
You know what is not a reboot of something? Bluey.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. What? Ralph likes Bluey?
I think that was Court.
Oh, that was Court. I'm sorry.
Because you got to go to the ones who have the little kids.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, you need to watch it. That's a Belly
No,
Laugh
I don't.
situation.
I don't need to watch it.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
No.
Ricky Fowler says, gotta say, I'm a fan of the show, Pretty Woman. So there you go.
I think
he's calling me a pretty woman.
I think your reflection on that was wrong.
Well, he didn't capitalize anything, so I'm assuming the show isn't called Pretty Women.
I think he was saying the show has pretty women. Have you ever seen though? Have you ever?
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Have you ever seen a picture of what's the daughter's name again?
Rory.
Have you seen her back? Quasimodo couldn't shake a stick to that back.
What? So it's the same thing with Taylor Swift. I'm going to get a lot of hate. Not in this crowd.
Not in this crowd.
What are you talking about?
So it's the same thing as Taylor Swift. And there's
the
one
posture,
other person.
you mean?
The posture thing.
Dude, it is horrendous.
Yeah.
It
That's a like disaffected youth posture. It's like,
What are you talking about?
They all like
her back.
they're all like-
her back looks like a capital C.
Yeah. And, you know, it tends to be like
I'm gonna
tall
have to look
girls
this up.
because tall girls want to shrink into the crowd. So
Oh,
it
is
tends
that
to-
what it is?
Yeah. And she is a tall girl. And so is Taylor
What's
Swift.
wrong with
Taylor
being tall?
Swift's
Be
back.
tall. Embrace it.
Taylor Swift.
And she talks. Well, this is not the show to talk about.
Yeah, I wouldn't care about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Anyway, Colby, so
I see what
you're
you're
leaving because you lost
Oh, yeah,
respect
let's
for
go
me
back to
because of
Taylor.
the Gilmore Girls.
Other Taylor.
Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You know, when Gilmore Girls came out of your mouth as a superlative.
As a superlative.
Well, yeah, you were like, Gilmore Girls.
Okay, first of all, that's not.
I mean, that's exactly how you did it.
No, it came up and I go,
Isn't
it's
it,
actually
Cindy?
a funny show.
Isn't it, Cindy?
That's
No.
what. No, I said it somehow came up
You
by
know-
somebody else, and I said it's actually a funny show, and you said, dude, nah, brah, you're not, brah. You know,
I think
Taylor
it
was a huge fan, and you would watch it just like, and you did not despise it when we first talked about it.
That's
Who,
right.
Me? I've
Yeah,
always
you.
despised
You
it.
didn't despise. You
Wait,
despised
call,
Rory.
Call Taylor on the phone right now
You may
from the
have-
studio. Because she will attest to this.
You may have always despised it, but that doesn't mean that that's how you voiced it.
That's one of my
Because you did
favorite
not.
ones.
it's me too.
And Taylor was like a super big fan.
And I talk shit, and every time she turns it on in the house, she'll
But
be
now she doesn't like
be
it.
in her quilting room, like watching it on the laptop, and she'll have the computer on full blast so I can hear it in the living room, and I'll yell across the house, "This is the dumbest show that's ever been made." I mean, someone will say something, and I cannot resist it.
But do you know how much of our crap these poor ladies put up with?
She calls it dumb all the time. So it's all's fair.
At least it's not like Ninja Warrior 2000 or something.
No,
like
it's
that.
actually, yeah.
Hey, Are we allowed to say where you're going and what you're doing?
Okay, yeah, let's
tell my
talk.
story.
Let's tell the real story there. That was a little bit that we made up there, but go ahead, tell the real story, Colby.
Well,
I don't really like the Gilmore Girls. Ladies.
we're moving back to Montana. Well, we're moving out to Montana. That's where my wife is from.
So out to Montana, you're moving out there. Colby, what was it when we came back and we did that show at the beginning of the month or whatever? Thank you, Cindy.
That's where he was.
So Colby tells me, we got to go back to Montana for a wedding. And then that Sunday, they're back and they come over for dinner. And he's like, all right, dude.
This might have been when you told me about the Gilmore Girls.
Probably. He's like, all right, dude. We weren't out there for a wedding. I went out there for a job interview. And I was like, to be a cowboy? No, I thought he was going to be a cowboy.
Which I wouldn't turn that job down.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. You're going to be like Kevin Costner. And he said no, to be a cop. And I said, a cowboy cop?
Yeah.
And he said, no, just a regular cop.
Well, I mean, it's in Montana, so.
Do they have a mounted force? Can you ride a horse?
Oh, I don't think so.
Wouldn't you like to do that, though?
It would be cool.
Chase a bad guy down, shoot him from up on top of the horse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Reins in your teeth, billy club in the left hand, gun in the right. Oh, no, the radio in the left, and you're like, I'm in hot pursuit. You can't understand the thing because my reins are in my teeth. Bang, bang.
Get ready with the bleep. You ready with it?
No, I'm not even anywhere near that bank. Jesus.
Tell me when you're ready.
All right, go.
I've always wanted to be able to say.
Oh my God. I can't believe you wanted to say that.
Fill your hands, you son of a.
You can say son of a bitch.
Well, I didn't know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's okay.
But I've always wanted to say it legitimately.
Yeah. Well, now you're going to have a chance.
I wish I would have thought of that in Afghanistan because I would have said it every gunfight.
Yeah.
Every gunfight.
Every gunfight.
So, can I tell my story, or is that embarrassing?
Tell it.
What's your
if you have to ask if it's embarrassing, tell it.
What I told you earlier.
Tell it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, Ricky Fowler has another great point. How does Colby know every detail of the show?
My
down
wife
to the,
listens
he
to
is
it
the,
on
He
max
is a
volume.
closet fan. He is a closet fan.
Listen,
I always knew you were closeted, Colby.
Have you ever heard how loud Taylor talks?
Yeah.
So imagine how loud the shows she watches are. I hear it from every room in the house. The other day, she said something next to Matt's head, and he plugged his ears.
That's true. She is allowed.
Well,
but she took a bite of the food I made, which you refused to come and eat, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's so great!"
And Matt,
in my ear.
Matt looked at me with the biggest eyes, like,
"How do you put up with that?
Dude,
Have you spoken to Mark?
Poor Taylor. I'm always picking on Taylor. I blame our loss in trivia last year on her, but it's not.
We can only get away with it because she never listens to the show.
Exactly. That's so great. All right. So anyway, your story. Tell your story, please, and then we have to take a
So
break.
I got a phone call from the place that he interviewed with. You set me up with them to give a reference.
Yes, for the police department.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you lie too? Because I lied.
No, he asked me a couple questions in addition to the paper one or the email
Oh,
one.
really? Okay, yeah.
Just like, because I think I didn't come directly from Colby. I came through you.
Okay.
He wanted to make sure that I actually knew who it was. Do you know, I guess?
Yeah.
So he goes, so what can you tell me about Colby? And I said, well, I don't know if you know this, but he was in the Marines. And then I cackled to myself, and he didn't think it was funny.
Because he probably was too.
And I just went, and then
it's like, what kind of people are they? Raising back
and then I was
east.
like, in all seriousness, he's a great guy. But it's an inside joke about him being in the Marines.
Yeah, I
Not that he wasn't in the Marines, because you were in the. This is exactly the conversation I had with this poor man who thinks I'm an idiot.
He probably thought you were hiding all kind of stuff, dude.
I was, because I literally was like, he was actually in the Marines. It's a joke about him talking about the Marines, and then I'm on this podcast, and that's how I know. And he's like, okay, I just need you to fill out the form. I was like, okay, sorry.
Well, I had, they called me too, and they said, we're going to send you an email if you just fill out the questionnaire and everything like that. I was like, all right, fine, no problem. And I was like, you know what? I'm not ready for him to go. So I lied and I said he's raging alcoholic, major drug problems, not trustworthy. Everything they asked where I'm like, they want me to say yes to this or no.
Gave a negative answer.
I gave the opposite answer of what I know they were looking for. And so if you don't get the job, Kolb, I'm sorry, not sorry, as the kids say.
Yeah,
okay?
I get it.
All right.
I get it.
And the thing is, Colby and Taylor are the few people who we feel that we can speak freely
in front of. Exactly, yeah.
And they know that, if we say something outrageous, it's to be outrageous, and it's a joke, right? And so, it's just sad. It's sad to see him go.
I'm you know what I'm sad about is that I've told you I literally have dreamt about him laughing in my dreams. Because I never see that laugh right there.
Right.
So that'll be weird.
I'll still be in your dreams. Don't worry.
Okay. You just come back every once in a while and just sit back there that I can only see the top of your head and laugh at my jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. I'm happy about that.
I think that was when you were playing Cam Cussin.
Oh, is that what that was?
I think that's what that's from. We were just talking about that the other day. That might be my favorite thing that's ever happened on the show.
That was a good time. Poor Cam.
Avril his men elegantly.
It gets me every time, dude. I can't not laugh at that.
I know.
Stronger than dirt.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to ask you that for this and the coming weeks that you send in your comments, your letters, your emails, your phone calls of sadness at the departure of Colby. Do you have a time, Colby, when you think you're going to be gone?
Probably sometime around the end of the month.
Like in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You suck. You really do suck.
That was Cindy, if anybody was curious.
You really do suck. Really?
Did you hear about the job?
No, that's the 26th, but the house has already been sold.
Yeah, they sold their house.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, nurse.
No, it wasn't a nurse. Who'd you sell it to? Do you know?
A kid that grew up around here.
Kid that grew up around here.
Is he 12?
No, he's not 12.
No. Okay.
Not
I
12.
think he's a little older than me.
Little older. It's not a kid.
No.
Full-grown adult. Well, anyway, so Colby's going to be leaving. The number, if you want to call throughout this show, not during the interview, but if you want to call and get in the queue during the interview, that's fine. Oh wait, actually, hold on. We've got some calls here, so we might as well take it now. The great Ricky Fowler is on the air now. Ricky, don't lose that number. Ricky Fowler.
I just got it.
Ricky Fowler. Anytime you're ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
there.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Ricky?
Good. I haven't called in a while. I didn't know the transition was a little smoother than last time.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to say bye to Colby. It was nice to get to know you. I think we met once, but, listening to you a lot, appreciate your input, and it was just cool to have you on the show, and good luck in Montana.
Thanks, man. I think we met.
Very nice of you, Ricky.
I think we both met the first time I ever met Cam.
I believe so, and I believe if I recall, I introduced Ricky to Bo, and he shook Bo's hand, and oh hey, nice to meet you. And then he looked over out of the corner of his eye and did a double take, and he goes, "Is that Cam?" And he was more excited to meet Cam.
I sat down next to Cam and said, "You're going to be my new best friend." And Cam looked at me and goes,
"Okay." So yeah, well, Ricky, that's
not
very
many times you can meet somebody like Cam.
No, that's true.
It's an honor.
It is an honor. And you don't believe that Colby doesn't like the Gilmore Girls.
You're right. I hate it emphatically.
Oh no, absolutely not. He knows every detail of that show.
Dude,
I know what he's talking about. Taylor talks loud, but could you see what the actors look like?
No, she would show me. She showed me. Listen, my wife obsesses, so she'll show me pictures like when she's scrolling through TikTok and stuff. Because it's weird. Once she gets onto something, it magically appears on her TikTok.
Yeah, of course.
But
I wonder how that works.
But she showed me a picture of this girl's back, dude, and it was a capital C. I mean, like full
this girl's
full
name?
arc over the top. You know,
full arc over the top.
So what do you like?
Colby, put the camera on you while you're talking,
TV
please.
Show, what do you like?
When it comes to TV shows, what I like, not Gilmore Girls. Pretty much anything not Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
You know, I like True Detective season 1. Matt and I were talking about this the other night.
That was a good one.
That's more my speed of TV show. A little dark, a little realism, but doesn't have to be completely real. You know, but
Hey, when Rory got kicked out of school, that was real as it gets, man.
Was it because she slept with the dean? I feel like she sleeps with everybody.
No, but there is a dean on the show.
I don't feel like this.
Well, so Ricky, you watch it, I'm assuming, because your wife watches it, right? While she's drinking her little ground top.
Yo.
Actually, she just ordered some more the other day. But no, I haven't watched it in years, but when I got out of college and I was just doing research, I was always had that in the background because that was on TV, like TNT or something during the day. So, yeah, I've watched a lot of it.
Yeah.
And Charmed.
I got to be honest. I think I'd rather watch
Charmed,
Morphin Power Rangers than watch Gilmore Girls.
Look, it is a crap show. I get it. But there are moments of funniness. The grandmother is hilarious.
Emily's the best.
She's the funny one, right? She has all the jokes that the guys wrote. And that's why she's the funniest. It's true. Look, I'll find the article and send it to you.
Whatever.
Anyway, Ricky, thank you for the call.
Ricky knows Charmed. Just want to point that out.
All right, so,
Ricky, I knew there was a reason I loved you.
Okay, so there's more. There's more to this
Oh,
story.
I love Charmed. I like the original cast better than the second cast. Just so you know that.
100%.
Yep.
All right. Well, this is a fascinating day. We're learning a lot about each other.
I feel like you guys watched Sabrina the Teenage
Hey,
Witch.
Colby, best wishes, bud.
Thanks, man.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
I
That's
appreciate
very
it.
nice. It's nice to see you boys playing well. Ricky, thank you for the call. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, sorry, I hung up on you. And we got one more here. From I have a feeling, let me see here. I'm going to guess this is Garrick's, or who is this on the phone here? I don't know who it is. Somebody from Hanover. You're on the air. Hanover patient I had, we're talking about the show en route to the hospital. Oh, en route to the hospital? Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing? Hey.
All right. No, actually, I picked up a patient from Lancaster Medical Center. He was being transported to another hospital up at Hershey. And we were up there talking. He was like, hey, is that where they do the train robbery reenactment? I'm like, I don't know, but I can tell you a little bit about Gettysburg reenactment. And we were talking. He was like, he's a listener of Addressing Gettysburg.
Really?
Yeah.
It is a small world.
As all people should be.
Should be.
Oh yeah, so we were driving up to the hospital, just had a good old conversation. You know, he asked how you are in person. I told him you're a total asshole.
Thank you.
And weak-wristed.
And weak-wristed.
And weak-wristed. No, okay, so you told him that, and what else?
No, he sort of laughed. But yeah, no, we were pretty much just talking about Gettysburg and about the show all the way from Lancaster up to Hershey.
Nice. I had to actually, a couple of years ago, I went and I had to get a root canal, and I had to go to a endodontist, I think is what they call that. And I went in there, and the nurse takes me in to do like the, what do they call it, like admitting, and all that crap. And she's talking, and she goes, "My husband loves your podcast." And I go, "Oh, how'd you know that?" And she's like, "Because I recognize your name on the file." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, right. And I go, "Well, tell him I said hi." She's like, "Oh, I can't because of HIPAA." And I go, "Forget HIPAA. Tell him I said hi." So we're in the chair, and she busts in. Like the endodontist has got like all these instruments in my mouth. She's like filling my roots with whatever. And the nurse comes in, and she's like, "Just want you to know, I texted my husband, and he said to say hi." And I'm like, "Tell her say hi." And
tell him to come down for a selfie.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. Well, that's cool. So how many listeners of the show do you take in an ambulance ride per week?
Not too many, but that was the first one I've had in a while.
Yeah. By the way, this is one of the heroes who ran to the aid of the flag bearer who fainted during the May tour last year. So let's round of applause for that. A lot of people don't realize we have heroes that walk amongst us. And amongst us. And one is on the phone, and Colby is on the other side of the window here. So we got a couple of heroes around us. Yeah. Hey, thank you for the call. Thanks for telling me that. That makes me not want to quit again. So thank you.
All right, no problem, Matt.
All right, have a good one.
I got yelled at from the street the other day.
Bye-bye. You got yelled at from the street.
They call that
I was walking down.
Yeah.
Walking down, I guess Steinmore Avenue, outside.
Right.
And all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, "Are you Bethany from Addressing Gettysburg?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Hi."
Really? Do you know who
Is
it
that
was?
when you started,
No idea
Is
who
that
it
when you
was.
started to run away as fast as you could?
I was like, "Oh, hey."
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. It sounds like we've got Eric on the line. Eric.
You you do. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Eric. How are you?
I'm doing good. I had to call in and support Colby. I had this very same Gilmore Girls conversation with Matt, and like part of my respect for him died in that moment. Like it just like if I could have got a hold of his man card right then and there, like I would have shredded that thing into a million pieces.
Can you see the picture behind? That's his man card.
There it is, right
Look
there.
at that.
Look at that.
Taken on the set of the Gilmore Girls.
There we go. That was actually that was me on the set of the Gilmore
I
Girls.
knew
yeah,
it.
A Year in the Life they were shooting.
There you are.
No, yeah. Eric, listen. How about like guilty pleasure songs, Eric? I'm sure you have a song that you listen to that you wouldn't admit, and I'm sure you're not going to admit it now. But you can at least admit that you have a song that you would not admit that you listen to. Correct? A guilty pleasure song.
Mine's Sade.
That's not guilty. Sade's nothing wrong with that.
I can't even think of a song.
I would say the only one I hate to ever admit that I would listen to Michael Jackson, but I do like. There's that I don't know. I can't remember what the name of the song is. The same one Alien Ant Farm redid it later on.
Yeah,
I like that song.
Okay.
Annie.
Other than that, I would never admit to. Other than that, I would never admit to listening to Michael Jackson.
No, you have to. I'm not ashamed to admit that early Michael Jackson, like Thriller, Michael Jackson, and that
Oh, my
stuff
God.
was fantastic.
That album that he did
is great.
The
Thriller?
Yeah.
that has Billie Jean on it.
That's Thriller.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a great album, and
He
the
also
guy
had like every great rock guitarist ever playing on that album.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Eddie Van Halen had some respect for him, so you can too.
You know who I came across the other day?
Yeah, I mean-
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your story.
Yeah, finish.
I came
Always
across
plow
the
through. Don't
Traveling
stop for the caller.
Wilburys.
Oh, Traveling Wilburys, yeah.
I'd forgotten about them.
Yeah. That was
And
cool.
I was like,
They were good.
well, that was everybody that was good in
Exactly.
one band.
Exactly.
If I had my one like creepy teenage boy guilty pleasure thing, it would have been Belinda Carlisle.
Heaven is a Place on Earth.
Yes. Oh, yes. Heaven is a Place on Earth.
Well, the video helped with that, I'm sure.
Heaven
Yeah.
is a place.
Do you know what that's worth, Eric? Heaven is a place on earth.
Heaven is a
All right.
place.
We're way over time here. So, Eric, anything else you have before we say goodbye?
I just gotta tell Colby, since I'm not going to see him again. I guess two things. Thank you guys.
You're so mean.
He was waiting.
That's for not taking my side, Eric.
I saw the look on his face. I knew it was coming, dude.
Oh, that's good stuff, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it good stuff? Hey, listen, we've got a guest who's patiently waiting in the back. Judy Morley is here. You know that name. She's been on the show before. She is now the head honcho over at the Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center. She's going to come in. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this Saturday, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be right back after these words.
If you like this podcast and what we're doing here, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming interesting history podcasts here at Addressing Gettysburg. It really helps the channel, and it's completely free. That's the best thing. It's completely free. Please help us make our goal of 25,000 subscribers by Memorial Day. Thank you very much.
The Gettysburg Museum of History, located right here in the center of Gettysburg, PA. Owner and curator Eric Dorr grew up here and has spent his life collecting and preserving history through artifacts ranging from the Civil War, the Battle of Gettysburg, World War II, presidential items, pop culture, and more. His museum is free and open to visitors Wednesday through Sunday, 11 to 5 p.m., where you can stop by and immerse yourself in some of the most amazing artifacts that you would never believe exist in the middle of Gettysburg. If you're a fan of Band of Brothers and everything Everything Easy company, you'll love his exhibit featuring the Dick Winters collection and artifacts from D-Day. You can even own your own piece of history by buying one of the many relics they have for sale in the museum and on the website GettysburgMuseumofHistory.com. The Gettysburg Museum of History is a non-profit 501c3 organization with a foundation that allows all purchases and donations to keep the museum operating and open free of charge. They have been featured on the History Channel, the Travel Channel, the Smithsonian Channel, and the Science Channel. Now you can check them out on American Artifact, the series on the YouTube channel, The History Underground. So that's the Gettysburg Museum of History at 219 Baltimore Street or the GettysburgMuseumofHistory.com.
You're back with Matt and Bethany on AG Today.
That was enough for me to pass the bar. Okay. The song reminds me of the Night Court theme. Remember that show, Night Court? Yeah. Good times.
Grant said his guilty pleasure song is Crossroads when done by Money and Cigarettes.
Grant's an idiot. Hey, folks, Judy Morley is here. Sorry, okay. And she is the, wait, what is it now? I wrote it down. I want to make sure I get it correct. You are the head honcho. That is the official title, right?
No, it's goddess.
Oh, God. Okay, the goddess over at the Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center. No, you're the executive director and also president? Or
Yeah,
is it-
it's our actual name is the Seminary Ridge Historic Preservation Foundation. So I'm the president of that. But as that, I
okay.
get to be the executive director of the Seminary Ridge Museum and Education Center.
Very nice. How do you like wearing two hats?
You know, I love it, except there's no room left on my business cards.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
there's so
right?
many words in that title.
You know what you
right?
need to get? You need to get one of the here. You need to get one of these.
Oh, yeah. This is actually pretty
This
neat.
is the greatest thing in the world because you don't have to worry about having enough cards. You just get a dot card, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay? Little dot card. You got your QR code on the back, or you just touch it to somebody's phone and all your information pops up. Isn't it a wonderful world that we live in?
To me.
All right.
And this message is brought to
Does
you
my
by
phone-
Dot.
By dot
No,
dot
wait,
com.
wait, come back.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Nope.
Yeah, nope. Okay. Give
Oh,
it.
there we
There
go.
it is. Okay. So anyway, you got to get one of those because it's a lot easier. Just carry that around your wallet. Okay. So anyway, you started in October?
Correct.
Okay. And so tell me, like, because Pete Mealy did a really nice job over there. And when you come in, it's got to be nerve-wracking, right? To take over something after someone else has been doing it. Like if it was brand new, it's like, okay, this is my baby, right? But it's not. It's something that's, so what is that like a lot of pressure?
You know, it's interesting. That's kind of been my whole career trajectory, is to take over successful organizations after their longtime executive director.
Oh,
leaves.
okay.
I've done that multiple times. And so nerve-wracking, yes, but also really exciting. There's nothing worse than getting to be the head of an organization that someone's like, hey, we're failing. We've got like another year. Come on in. Congratulations. Let's see what you do. Comparatively, this was awesome. I mean, you're right. Pete did an amazing job. And
Yeah.
I love Pete. We still, talk, and he did a great job. So
He
it
did.
really made it great. And the staff is amazing, and runs itself. So,
Even Rob, you like working with Rob?
even Rob.
Even Rob. Okay.
Even Rob.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Even Rob.
I like to tease Rob.
I
that's
know.
all.
Rob's wonderful.
So was there like an adjustment period?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm still in it. I haven't even been there 6 months. My kind of policy is.
Oh, wow.
I know. My kind of policy is to not change a thing for 6 months. I just
Okay.
just observe, because I just have watched so many leaders come in and say, oh, we've got to move this around and change this and fire this person and hire this person and move. And then they don't realize all the unintended consequences of that because they haven't been there long enough.
They rearranged the deck chairs on the Titanic.
Kind of.
Right.
Kind of. Yeah. And I don't
yeah.
want that to be the
No.
case. So, I mean,
So you got to get a feel for things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm feeling really settled now. I feel really good now. I've been here, March 1st will be 5 months. So, but yeah,
It moves fast.
it does. doesn't
I
it?
was
Yeah.
thinking it has been not fast.
Well,
Like,
no,
I
this
feel like-
winter is dragging, but I mean, that is,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like it just became, you were established so quick. Like people didn't say, oh, who is that's ahead of the seminary? That transition period didn't happen. It was immediately Pete, Judy Morley.
Oh, yeah.
Like there was no weird.
There was no
I
like.
don't know who that person is or
Yeah.
who took that job. I don't know. What
Right.
you know? You were just there. It was like the craziest transition I've ever seen in my life.
So you've done, like you mentioned, you've done these things where you've gone in and like taken over when an organization's not doing well. Not that they weren't doing well, right?
Oh, yeah. It's not that they weren't
Yeah.
doing well. But I have had organizations I've taken over that weren't doing well, and that is never as much fun.
No, and you have a fit in history.
I have a fit. Yeah, I have a PhD in the field.
Uh-huh.
So that I think that's funny because when I moved to Gettysburg 7 years ago, I actually came here as kind of a leadership consultant and trainer. So that's how I got all these executive director gigs, because when people ask you to be on their board, they go, "Oh, she knows leadership. Let's have her be on the board." And then if they lose someone, they're like, "Oh, could you maybe just help us out for 6 months or a year or 3 years or whatever?" So I don't think many people recognized that I have a background in history. They thought that I just did this leadership consulting stuff. But I was a history professor at the University of Colorado for 12 years.
But I'm sure that studying the battle helps you with the leadership stuff because you have the example of all the commanders that were good ones or the bad ones too.
And you know what? I'll actually expand that out. Studying history teaches you about leadership. I was a historian before I became a leadership person, and just studying history in general, whether it was the Battle of Gettysburg or a Revolutionary War or Eleanor Roosevelt or whoever, you see when people are good leaders, and you really see when they're not. And it's so clear when you get the kaleidoscope of history to see it. It's like, oh, that was good. Oh, don't do that. And so if you can take that and translate it into today, like let's take the example of George Meade or George Pickett or whatever and plug it into today, it's really powerful because you can look at it without any political baggage, really. It's in the past, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the way I'd like to think, but some people
much political baggage has much.
And you also passed the guide exam.
I passed tier 1 and tier 2.
Very nice. By the way, our good friend Mike Lentz is sick tonight. He's not here with us, but he also passed tier 2. So let's give it up for Mikey.
Yes.
That's
how
very
did
nice.
you feel about tier 2? Like, we kind of talked after the test, and you were like, "Oh my god, it was a slog." But like tier 2, what was that like?
Tier 2 was very hard
it's just
to read.
the chair making noises. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I
sure.
keep doing this, and it makes a noise.
Tier 2 was very hard to read. I did not know what to expect. This whole process is really shrouded in mystery.
It is,
isn't it?
It is.
I'm not sure exactly what the rubric is. I'm not sure what to expect. I thought when they sent me my tier 1 letter and invited me to tier 2, it had, be sure that you can do these things, like answer a direct question and have good posture. I'm not kidding. And all these things. And I was like, oh, well, this will be easy. And then I got on there, and the questions were more substantive than I thought they would be.
Oh, wow.
And everybody was stone-faced. Like, I tried to make a little joke, and nobody laughed.
No.
Because, by the way, Matt, women can be funny. They can write jokes.
Thank you.
But, sorry. Just
on what planet?
This one. But anyway.
When the camera
Bethany,
goes off, we can beat him up later. Yeah.
But
When
anyway,
the camera goes off, I'm an ultra-feminist.
But anyway, So it was really nerve-wracking. I thought, my God, I've been a professional speaker for 25 years, and I'm going to blow this in a 30-minute panel interview because I didn't make enough eye contact or something. I really had no clue how I did.
But it was virtual, right?
It was virtual.
Yeah, and I think that's way harder than talking to people like this.
Yeah. But apparently, I made it, so yay.
Yeah, congratulations.
Well, honestly,
how long did it take you? I mean, they gave you like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, 17 minutes.
17? Okay, not bad. And did you feel good about it after you took it, or no?
I didn't feel good. I didn't feel bad. I had no idea.
You had no feeling.
The tier 1 was the same way. I expected to walk out of the written exam and be like, yes, or, oh God, okay, I'm taking it again. And I'd think of a certain question and go, yes. And then I think of another question and go, oh.
So
yikes.
you weren't sure which way to go.
No.
But obviously you did well. You did well enough.
I did well. I'm in the top 20. I might have been number 20, but that's okay.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Hey.
Actually, somebody told me they were slightly lower than me, so I was probably number 19, but I made it, right?
Yeah. So, okay. So you've got the PhD in history. You've got the guide exam here. So like Pete, you know a lot about this stuff. You're not, a lot of times, not everywhere, not all the time, but sometimes you'll find that a person is put in charge of a foundation or a nonprofit or a museum or something that might not necessarily have a clue as to the subject matter. And that isn't all really, I guess, their job, right? It's not really their job. Their job is to raise money and organize everything and make things work, right?
Right.
So it doesn't mean you have to. But I have to imagine that with the skills that you have and the background and history that you have, and the future in history that you have with the guide license, because, let's be honest, she's going to get it. Well, really, you know.
Knock wood. I'm knocking on wood.
Okay, fine, but you will. That's got to help, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Do you feel that helps you kind of feel comfortable there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have run organizations where I have no idea about the subject matter of what they do necessarily. I'm just there to provide, like you said, leadership, fundraising, etc. And it's, in some ways, it's easy to not get distracted. You're like, okay, I just am here to
do this thing.
Yeah, do this thing, be nice to the members, raise money, write grants, and I'm good. And in some ways, it focuses you. But I will say that for this, it's so much more fun when you love what the subject matter is, although it is a little easy. I'm thinking about writing a book on Rufus Dawes all of a sudden. And then I'm also thinking, I've got like all these other little, maybe I'll do this. Oh, maybe I could do that. Oh, maybe I'll do this. Little projects going.
Right.
Because, I love it so much.
Don't you wish there was more time in the day? Because I'm always like talking with people about, we should do this and we should do that and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, with what time?
Yeah.
And you got to really think okay, what makes the most sense to spend your time doing? And,
right.
What can you actually accomplish? And then you realize not much with the time I have available. Not much.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a head honcho nerd question?
Yeah.
So I've been talking to a couple people. We had that DG event that we were at. And at that event, a bunch of us were talking about Gettysburg, and it's the why. Why are you here? Why are we here? What is the purpose of being here at Gettysburg? And I always bring up, and I think she's listening right now, so I'm so sorry, Mal, but my sister, who would rather stick a pencil in her eyeball than learn anything historical. Okay. So, even she can go around the battlefield sometimes and see something that she's like, hey, that's pretty cool. So how are you, as a future guide, as a future educator, or a past educator, and as the head honcho of a pretty substantial place here in Gettysburg, looking at talking to those people, the new generation of Gettysburg, because we all have to reach out to that next generation. Otherwise, we have no one to talk to in a couple years.
Well, that's true. And it comes down to people. Remember, our brains are the same size as the brains of the cavemen. Like, we like to think.
Makes sense, actually.
We like to think that we are.
Especially for Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was Bethany. Everybody, that was Bethany.
Yeah, but the face you made was, you were agreeing.
So I think when you take it out of the historical context of dates and, when, this happened in 1863 and but when you actually ask people to put themselves in that situation, like imagine, it's 87 degrees outside. You're wearing a wool suit. You're carrying 35 pounds of baggage on your back. You've just walked 25 miles barefoot on dirt roads. And, so just stop and think about that for a minute. Just think about that. I think it's a really out of touch person that goes, oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think at that point they can go, oh, okay, maybe I have a new appreciation. Maybe not for everything, but for some piece of the story that they go, oh, wow, I get it now.
Yeah, they're not necessarily going to become nerds about it, but it's still, an appreciation for what they went through.
Exactly.
Yeah. So do you have any, and you don't have to tell us if you don't want to yet, do you have any big ideas or plans or things that you'd like to do?
And
then we'll call Robbie. I'm kidding.
You know, I don't know that I have like one big thing. We have some exciting things happening that were kind of forced on us. Our AV system is faltering.
Yes.
And so we're in the board. I got to give the board a ton of credit. Instead of saying, well, let's just replace the AV system, they're saying, okay, let's take it to the next generation.
Good.
So
now you're talking the AV system in the museum itself?
Yes.
Okay.
So the audio in the various rooms, you know, they still have those old school push this button to hear the audio thing. You know, we'll be getting some now with motion sensors where they're targeted, so you can
very nice.
Like two people can be in the same room, hear two different audios without them overlapping.
Wow, that's super.
We're talking about
awesome.
Instead of the panels that have, and I don't want to give it all away, but we're talking about instead of the painted panels that have TV screens in them that show the video, we're talking about the entire wall being a whole like LED wall.
Oh, I love that.
And so we're looking at vendors. We're working on doing that and hopefully doing that for this summer. We want to move fairly quickly.
Holy bejesus.
Yeah.
That's fast.
I know. So yeah. So anyway, you know, be watching for your fundraising. Announcement letter on that. But so that was kind of pushed on us. I can't say that was my idea, but you know, it was
It's
like
a great idea.
On day 2, October 2nd, it's like, hey, our AV system's failing. I went, oh, welcome to the new job. Yay.
Yeah.
So
was that the one of the first 3 things that went wrong?
Yeah, that was one of the first 3. Exactly. That's exactly right. So But what that's done is I think it's kind of allowed us to kind of take a step back, all of us, the whole staff and board and everyone, and go, okay, we've got a coming up on 12-year-old museum, you know, started in 2013. And so things with technology in museums have changed a lot. And so how do we...
Very rapidly.
Yeah. So how do we really make the visitor experience deeper for people who've been there before, so there's something they want to come back and see? We're doing an artifact rotation this year. We're getting some really cool things that will be on display. And I really want to put a focus on that visitor experience from the minute they walk in the door to the time they come back down from the cupola. I really want them to feel, not that they weren't. This isn't something that's not happening. I just want to ratchet it up a notch, kind of, you know, so that people feel like, wow, because we're small enough, you could have the same person sell you your ticket, give you your cupola tour, and then sell you something in the gift shop afterwards. So I want there to be like some relationships built there, right?
Yeah,
Not just, hey, where are you visiting from? Oh, nice. That'll be $20 or whatever, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the interaction I've noticed just in feedback from people in town and online and things like that, that interaction, people, whether we choose to believe it or not, think that people in Gettysburg are very nice.
Weren't we? Didn't
That's just what people from New York and Connecticut and New Jersey say, because nobody's nice back there.
No, I'm from Colorado, which is very friendly. And I got to tell you, I've only been here 7 years, but I've definitely been embraced by the community.
No, of course. It's a joke.
So, sure. But
People
it's
have
not
been
a
very
joke.
nice.
He doesn't want people
we joke
to
about
move here.
I want people to, because a lot of people want to move here and they're destroying the area with all these new
here we
cookie
go. I
cutter
shouldn't have brought
neighborhoods.
it
I'm
up.
sorry. And now there's going to be the 7-story building and we're all going to die. So, you know, I want people to visit
Matt,
but not live here.
Your town has 7,500 residents.
I know, it's too many.
Calm down.
It's too many. It's too
How many
many.
were here during the battle? 2,400.
That's what
we
it
gotta
should
go
still
back
be.
to. That's
should
what he
still
wants.
be. No, of course not. We must grow. We must grow, but not like this. So anyway,
Well, the Seminary Ridge Museum is going to grow in all the right ways, where we
like
stay
that.
personal with the personal touch.
Good. It is a nice museum to go
It's
to
a
because
wonderful museum.
Yes, because it's well, first of all, the staff is very nice. I have a lot of fun with Cody. Cody was on the show twice this week.
I know. We're like, which one of us is going over to the Addressing Gettysburg studio today? Oh, Cody's going. Oh, now Rob's going. Oh, I'm going tonight.
Right.
Hey.
Yeah. And then I'm going to see you guys on Saturday. Let's
yeah.
talk a little bit about Saturday, because I think we still have some space available, but we're going to have a cutoff though, because we need to know how many people to tell Jake to prepare food for.
Right.
So I think, let me see. I asked Rob, do you know?
Noon tomorrow.
Noon tomorrow. So if you're on the fence and you're thinking of coming, did you get your chicken? Are you coming? Let me just say, are you coming?
I was planning on it.
Okay.
Are you?
But I don't
registered?
have a ticket.
Just
I
register
don't
so we know.
Just register.
So that we
I don't
know.
know how to do it.
Oh God! All right, we'll
Go to our website.
We'll worry about it tomorrow. Okay, I'll tell Rob. I'll just leave it.
No,
Leave
but for
it.
everybody else out there, you can do it off the seminaryridge.org website.
Yes, I actually put a link in the description of the show here.
Oh, good.
So you can just go and click on that. If you're going to be in the area, you're on the fence. Should we go? Should we do this? Should we go? Yes, you should do it.
Yeah.
Now you say, oh, but it's Valentine's Day weekend. Let's be real. And do you want to be like everybody else and go to some stuffy
Truthfully,
restaurant?
though, we had so much fun last time.
Okay,
like it would
let's
be
just-
a great thing for couples to do together.
Let's just go the positive route instead
it was
of the
wonderful.
putting down
It
people
wa-
on dates.
I mean, I
You're
would
right.
really, really have loved Mark to go, but he wouldn't have been helpful.
She says on Valentine's Eve.
I mean, I love him with all my heart and soul, but
also
he is not good at trivia.
But also, the Addressing Gettysburg team is in grave danger this year.
I know.
Okay, so you're coming.
I was planning on it.
Cindy's coming.
Yay.
Debbie, I had to twist her arm and kick her knees, but she's coming, right, Deb?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
All right, so we got.
Supply me with alcohol, though.
What's that?
I told him he had to supply me with alcohol.
Okay, and then
Because that always helps you answer the questions better.
it certainly does not.
It helps me.
Yeah, it helps Colby,
definitely
yeah.
helped Colby last time.
No, it doesn't.
Colby
Colby.
did great last time. The bee.
I got two of those. I got two of those 6 letters right.
But that's it, though. We have 3 people, I think, from our team. Colby and Taylor aren't coming.
Oh, really? Mike Lenz is sick.
But he bought a ticket, so he might. So Mike might come.
Mike has 2 days to get better.
That's what I said.
Do
Take a
I
lot of
bring
airborne.
Mark?
Why not? I'm sure he knows things.
But then I got to find somebody
Remember,
to watch
it's
Ezra.
general trivia, not trivia about general.
Right.
No, agreed.
So and actually, he might. I should hide this. He might know some of the answers. I don't want you to see the answers.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to see the answers. I don't
So
want
he
the
might
sheet.
he might know some of these answers because it's everything. There's
Yeah.
I think there's a sci-fi question or two.
Yeah, it's
then
geography.
he would be
history.
great.
Geography, history, movies, biology. Actually, I got to say it a different way because last year I said biology and people thought I said theology, and the seminary table got all excited. And then it was a question about organisms, and they're like, "What?" You know. And so I got to say biology or something like that.
Or just the way most normal people say it, like biology.
Okay, I guess if I wanted to be like everybody else, I could do that.
Judy, I love you.
She was like, "Why do you have to be an idiot?" Just
Yeah, don't be an idiot. Just do it.
But anyway, it is a lot of fun. We had such a great time
so
last
much
year.
fun.
Right?
Did the Umstads?
I don't know, but maybe we could
Register?
fill out the team with the Umstads. I bumped into Jordan at Jubilee. What, hon?
Ralph said he's trying to come with his wife.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Your
So
team just got rounded
we
out.
got
You
our
have
team.
teams up to 6.
That's right.
Up to 6.
Team up to 6. You don't have to come with a full team. We prefer to. We want to have the Addressing Gettysburg team. Do you have a name for yourselves?
Not yet. We picked that out on the night.
I know,
It's
but
all
what was the
about
name
vibe.
last
year? What was
What was the name last year?
Otterson Broderson?
I thought it was Swamp Dragon.
Oh, we were the Swamp
The
Dragons.
Swamp Dragons.
Which is a great name.
That is a great name.
Was Cam there?
No.
I didn't think so.
Which made it even better.
Oh, no, wait. No, so Eric's coming. And how many people are you bringing, Eric? Because maybe you can just come on our team, too.
Well,
I
last
don't
time
know.
he brought like his wife, Elizabeth, her boyfriend, their cousins, the neighbor.
Right, the neighbor and the dog. They brought
Yeah.
the dog. So yeah, okay. So but we have Ralph and Donna on the team. I think that that fills it out. And then if not, well, we'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. I'm the host, so
You can't be on
I
the
can't
team.
be on the team.
No, you're
But
asking.
I'm
You're
asking the
them.
questions. And unlike last year, because last year people were like, you guys were all upset about the final question.
That was
rightfully
we were
so.
robbed.
Rightfully so.
Stupidly so, by the
No.
way.
So rightfully so.
No, I don't think so. Anyway.
Who uses a question question
That
from
isn't
4 decades ago?
It was literally
What? Like the
older
facts of
than
life
me.
change in
They
4 decades?
That one
change.
did.
What was the question?
What's
What
the
was
biggest
lar-
organism?
The largest organism.
And we
And
got
they-
it right.
What was the answer?
Oh, if I know
Redwood
now.
tree.
No,
No, it was a
that's not what it
cypress
was.
or something like that.
No, but the right answer is something completely different than what you guys said it is. We
It
even,
was that-
we even Google searched it.
Yeah.
Right. But Google, just because it's on Google doesn't mean it's right.
It's
This was from
100%
2000's version of Trivial Pursuit.
And we're in the 2020s.
Well, anyway, This year, Cody.
That's why they're moving.
Cody and Rob. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why they're moving back to Montana. They're
shame.
like,
No, it's the Gilmore Girls.
Cody and Rob this year cited all of the questions.
Yes.
Sourced, I should say, not
They do.
cited, right?
Mhm.
So if you have any kind of dispute, I'll tell you the source and you can go look it up yourself and see how wrong you are. So
are all the
and
sources from things that were published in the like recently?
in the last year.
Not all of them in the
Okay,
last
well,
year, but in the yes, recently.
Last
I don't
lifetime.
trust him.
Within our lifetime.
But he didn't write the question.
I didn't write the
so Cody and
questions.
Rob
He
wrote
makes
the
it up.
questions.
He
Yeah.
makes it up.
It'll be fun.
He
We're gonna have
changes the answer when we know we're right.
Well, luckily, I will have a copy as well, so
Yeah.
I'll be your backup.
and there's a screen up there. I think
Wait,
the
what's
answer
the
comes up
food?
on the screen.
What's the food? this
Taco.
Tacos
his
and
tacos
trivia.
were so
Taco.
good the other day.
Tacos and
the other
trivia.
day. Last time. They were really good. Oh, and tell them that to bring pop. Because we didn't have pop last time and we need pop.
We don't have pop. You say pop. That's a Western thing. I thought people back here said soda. But anyway.
People back here do.
And he's going to play it right now.
No,
Wait.
no.
Oh.
No, go ahead. I was just looking for something else.
No, you
I'm
were
from
from Clarion.
He was looking for it so hard.
I'm from Clarion. And in
She's from-
Clarion, we say pop.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying, Judy,
But
sorry.
we will have iced tea. So no.
Okay.
So there will be
I can do tea.
There will be water and iced tea.
Water and iced
Okay,
tea,
and
and-
then bring your own booze
Yeah, BYO.
if you want booze. Now, we're not taking walk-ins. So if you don't sign up by noon tomorrow, we can't take you because even if they don't want to eat, and what if they
Correct.
wanted to play?
Correct. They still need to sign up, even if
Okay.
they don't want to eat. Just because we're trying to, we've got space issues with the
Oh, yeah.
refectory.
Yeah,
We've got to
yeah.
know how many chairs to set up. We've just got to, whether they eat or not. We've just got to know
Okay.
the final number. So
Good.
noon tomorrow.
And what I'm looking forward to is we were recording our 3 anniversary shows at the Seminary Museum this year.
Nice.
And
January.
we're thrilled to have you.
I thank you very kindly for saying that. April 19th, 26th, and May 3rd are the times to do it. Right now, the tickets are available for patrons only. I think there's a couple of seats left on each one. I'm limiting it. I want it to be a small audience. So I think it's 20 or something like that. So I got to go and check and see. But if there's a few available, then we'll put them available for the public, the general public to buy if they want to come out to that. Because it's going to be fun. We're going to do our Ask a Guide format there. Our guests are Jim Pangburn, Louis Trott, and Jim Hessler. So should be fun. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I do love, and then there's another thing I want to talk to you about at another time.
I just want to point out,
Yes.
as far as not registering.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not very good with technology, as we are all aware. And I require Cindy to do these things for me. See, I knew it. Did you hear her? Right
What'd you
there.
say, Sin?
Bethany.
See, I thought you do all that stuff for me.
Fine, we're buying your ticket tonight.
I love you.
All right, we're gonna get your ticket tonight then.
Oh, and Mark too.
Well, what about Ezra? Who's gonna watch Ezra? Okay, you know what? We have a guest in the room. Sorry, Judy. I'm so sorry.
He's the one that
We're
brought
having
up my childcare.
this private
Did I bring up the
conversation, and it is so
childcare?
wrong.
You brought up the childcare.
It is so wrong. I'm so
I
sorry.
feel like family.
You are family. You're adorable.
This is
Oh.
what Thanksgiving is like at our house.
Did you see the necklace she's wearing? Look how cute that is.
Yes, that is a sapphire and ruby. What is that? It's
amethyst.
Amethyst. That's what
It's
I was
super
looking for.
cute.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Judy, what else would you like to tell us about the museum before we part ways?
Can I plug stuff we have coming up?
I wish you would.
Oh,
I wish you
good.
would.
Well, of course, tacos and trivia.
Yes, big deal.
We also do our Fridays on the Ridge.
Right.
So
what is Fridays on the Ridge?
So Fridays on the Ridge, most Fridays we have a lecture on some topic having to do with the Ridge. Tomorrow, it's on My Dear Wife, Love Letters of the Soldiers, because it's, of course, Valentine's Day.
Very
so it's
nice.
at 3:30 in the Education Center inside the museum.
And who does that?
So tomorrow it's Caleb Kazmierzik,
Okay.
our Director of Museum Operations. Frequently it's Cody Aish, who has been here twice this week. And then we also do History Happy Hour, which is at 6:30 one Friday a month, usually the third Friday.
I
And
like this.
on Friday, February 21st, so next week, we have Pete Mealy.
Oh.
He's our special guest doing our History Happy Hour.
Oh, good.
And then our big thing is we have our symposium that's coming up. So that's on March 1st. You can check that out on our website.
What's Pete talking about?
The environmental history around the battle, like the environmental contamination that took place from the battle.
Oh, that's very interesting. When is that again?
It's the 21st.
Okay.
It's the 21st. So that's a week from tomorrow at 6:30. It's all on Zoom. So you can even do it with your jammies on.
Oh, perfect.
Glass of wine, sitting at home, eating, cheeseburger and fries. We don't judge. You just
So it's not in person. It's all on Zoom.
That one's on Zoom. Yeah.
I like that. You mentioned the symposium, and then what I wanted to do was I really wanted to say thank you to the organization, because I know it's actually with permission and I think in coordination with the seminary itself, but the connection was made with Pete and Rob and Cody to the seminary so that the Gettysburg Film Commission could do Cinema Under the Stars, which was a lot of fun last year. And it's a really cool thing to do. It is a community building event, and it is a very unique thing. If you get the chance to do it, ladies and gentlemen, you go and you sit there on the lawn and you get yourself some popping corn and some water, and there's a food truck in the parking lot, and there's this big inflatable screen, and we watch classic movies. But to sit there at the Seminary Ridge property and do this, under the stars, surrounded by all the history there, it is a pretty cool thing to do. And it's a fun group of people. Oftentimes it's many of the same people that come to all of them. And it's a lot of fun. So I want to thank you guys for making that connection so that they could do that, because you guys are good neighbors. And I just want to say thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again.
You're so welcome. And like I said, we love you guys. We're happy to do it, and excited to be co-sponsoring whatever Tacos and Trivia on Saturday.
It's a lot. Did you go last year?
I did not.
Yeah, you're gonna like it this year. You're going this year, right?
Oh gosh, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I actually wanted to be on a team, and then unfortunately I saw the questions. Darn.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't. You just have to go there and make sure everything runs smoothly.
What if you are on our team and you help us out by miming?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Click the link in the description, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to sign up. You have till noon tomorrow Eastern time. Judy, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks.
We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. We're gonna have a good time. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna come back. Ralph Siegel's here. He's got some exciting news that he's gonna tell us right at the top of the news. But there's some other stuff we'll take care of. We'll be right back after these words.
Okay.
We'll be right back. But
Thank
will
you.
we? Stick around and find out.
Here's what's coming to our Patreon channel in 2025.
So, he wouldn't say, like, what
This
like,
is part of the myth making, right?
Right.
Right. He's also not called the Grey Ghost during the war.
Is that true?
I can't find any evidence that anyone used that term. I think it comes about in the 20th century, and we really see it take off with the TV show in the 20th century. But I can find no newspaper reference or book reference from the 19th century calling him the Grey Ghost.
Amazing. It's popular culture and what it
Isn't
does.
it weird
right?
what it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but what a great name, though.
It is. Yeah.
So, okay, but now, he gets in the papers.
Okay.
He gets promoted because of this. What?
And Stewart issues a statement that he wants to be read to every regiment in the Army of Northern Virginia Cavalry that lauds the daring and audacity of
because he doesn't just get the general; he gets horses and other things.
He gets
right?
horses. He captures about 30 men, their horses. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
For
not bad.
9 guys or 10 guys.
And it's more than 9 at this point. It's about 20 because he's had men. But right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're getting into a general's bedroom.
Right.
Like, that's pretty good.
Somebody asked me, I said, okay,
how does this pay compare to the civilian world?
That was okay. Good. Yes.
You're going to ask how
yes, that was given.
If I'm
there.
a private in the Union Army, what could I make? As a laborer or a farmhand, and those are the two really most common occupations: these laborer or farmland. Okay, if I stay a civilian, and fortunately, if it takes a little bit of digging, but you can find it, because in the 1860 census, they frequently will list, okay, this is what occupations are, this is how much the guy's being paid, and it varies widely from state to state. It varies considerably north versus south. Logically enough, because you have, of course, the slave labor available in the South. But on average, a farmhand in 1860 is going to make $14 a month.
Okay.
So that's right in line.
So yeah, right. So
and that could very well be why the Army increased their pay to $13 a month to compete.
So a little background then. We're talking about this idea that Longstreet's attack on the left, which ultimately would result in battles around the Peach Orchard, the Wheat Field, Little Round Top, Devil's Den, etc. That whole movement was meant to be executed right at dawn, according to Early, and it was supposed to be carried out by Longstreet's Corps. But as you point out, I believe Longstreet himself is there like on the evening of the 1st, and then his corps starts to trickle in throughout the night. They're delayed by Johnson's division, I believe, from Ewell's corps. So Longstreet's corps has to kind of wait while they filter onto the road and get into town. So they're a little bit delayed, so they're not going to get here in time for the first day. But they're still not up in full or even in the 2/3 that will end up launching that attack by dawn. So this claim from Early that it's supposed to happen at dawn is ridiculous. I don't know why people didn't Google it back then. But obviously there's no Google, so people have to believe it, right? Because why would this guy lie?
Right. Like 1,000%, but they're losing their way past redeeming. So
are you saying then that when people lose their faith in the government, they save their money instead of spend it? Or what causes the inflation? I mean, the
scarcity of goods versus monetary value and confidence in the government to be able to do what it does.
Okay.
If I'm not confident, if we go to thermonuclear war with Iran, which I don't think we hope we don't do, McDonald's hamburgers might go up to $20.
You don't want to miss out on all that, do you? Of course you don't. Go to patreon.com/addressinggettysburg, support the show, and learn a whole lot more.
Hold it! It's oh no!
It's on.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, okay, then I'm just gonna have to figure out how to do this. Oh, here it is. Thank God.
When you're dragging ass out of bed,
that was on the air.
The hair's mussed up on your head. You picture the 20th Maine, and you're happy once again. Fight the battle against being slow with Little Ground Top Bro.
Hey, I got to tell you something about Little Ground Top that you are not going to believe, Bethany.
What's that, Matt?
She nailed that, dude.
Listen, seriously. 100. Are you sitting down?
I am sitting down. In fact.
Get this number. 120,000 people have not yet ordered Little Ground Top. But we expect that sooner or later we will reach that number if you awesome people keep on buying them. You know, Little Ground Top is addressing Gettysburg's finest coffee brand. It's also our first and only. But we're proud to team up with Bantam Roasters to bring you this medium blend with notes of cacao, wildflowers, and toasted sugar. Grab your bag in whole bean. Get your bag in whole bean or grounded to your. I can't read it.
Good Lord.
I don't know. I've lost my ability to read.
I see that.
But let me tell you about Little Ground Top. How many
Tell me
people?
about it.
Okay, first of all,
you tell us about it.
I'm going to tell you guys, they can't keep it on the shelves. Number one. Number two, when they are on the shelves, it's because they made extras, and it's a not very busy weekend. But when it's a busy weekend, they can't keep them on the shelves.
I sent someone to go get some and there wasn't any.
That's right, because they couldn't keep them on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
And the online orders are coming in. You know, you could subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. You can get a subscription, so they'll just automatically bill you and send you whatever you order every month, ladies and gents. And here's the thing. You know, some people tell me, they say, Matt,
What do they say?
we get Little Ground Top every month. And then sometimes we forget to order and we run out, and then we got to wait a whole other week. One person told me that happened to them. They had to wait like 2 weeks because they kept forgetting to reorder it. So that was a week that went by, and then they ordered it, and then they got it the following week. But they told me, they said, you know, in the meantime, we went to the supermarket and we got like, you know, Cafe Buscado or whatever, or Folgers, and they were like, it was like filth. It was filth. Little Ground Top is delicious, and it's clean and crisp and clear, even if you use dirty water.
And it's ground on top of Little Round Top.
They take the hand-cranked grinder to the top of Little Round Top and grind it for you to order.
That's why it was closed for 18 months.
That's why it was closed. They
Had to
were
stock
grinding.
up.
Yeah, they had to do it. Listen, the best way to do it is to order it at addressinggettysburg.com/cafe. That way you don't have to worry about them running out. You will get your order, and you will love it, and you will thank me. And we are working on a second blend. I'm not going to tell you the name of that one yet, but yes, Colby also came up with that.
Did he really?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
There is
It's like
something in the
the
works. I
dang.
did come up with a name.
Yeah, yes, and I haven't talked to anybody over at that place yet. But anyway, my point is, addressinggettysburg.com/cafe. Little Ground Top. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I've got Little Ground Top in my tummy.
I was going to try to read again.
Should I even bother? Listen, I'll tell you, I could do this off the top of my head. Okay, you saw that little... Oh, no, we already did a spot for Patreon, didn't we?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
go to patreon.com/addressinggettysburg so that you can join and hear Caroline Janey, Rich Core, and what was the third one? I forget. But you will love it, okay? So that's what you got to do.
If the show has done anything for you in a positive or negative way, would you like and subscribe and share? You may hate it, but someone else might like it. Welcome back to AG Today.
Ooh, sexy.
Where'd this music come from, dude?
This is Sade.
It sounds like it.
He operates smoothly on the show. He's mad, he's bald, you know. All right, thank you, Sade. So I have a letter here from somebody. Michael Descalso, teacher from Blue Heron School, Lake County, California, ladies and gentlemen. He says, "Hey, Matt and crew, I love the show and the content. As a subscriber, I think I have watched all of the videos on the channel. I've been to Gettysburg about 14 years ago, but I've never studied the battle, so I didn't understand what I was looking at. In the last couple of years, I have read dozens of books and am ready to visit again with a much better understanding. I'm doing a Band of Brothers tour in Europe in June after school ends, so maybe I'll stop in PA for a week or so on my way back to California. I hope my small donation can help in some way. Michael Descalso." Michael, thank you very much. I got your donation here, and that was very kind of him. And this money is I'm actually going to put it aside so that when we start doing Ask a Gettysburg Guides as live streams in May, some of this money will go towards feeding everybody. Because I think it'll take a while before people realize that we'll need them to do like super thanks and things like that while the show's going on, because people need to eat. And They're coming here at dinner time to do the show live. So
I think you should say
yes. Thank you, Michael.
People need to eat and eat and eat free.
People need to eat and eat free.
There you go.
Antifreeze. What are you saying? Anyway, that was it. That was it.
I want to know what Bethany was making that face about.
Well, you'll find out during the news.
You'll find out.
Ooh.
What is the heart?
News.
What is the heart icon in the comments that always gets in the way? What the hell is he talking about?
It's the little thing down on the right-hand side.
Oh, that thing that pops up. Yeah, that is annoying. All right, anyway, so
it's telling you to like us.
That's what you got to do.
I'm from Australia. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there was an Australian there who asked when to come to Gettysburg.
Grant, why are you not answering these questions?
Yeah, Grant, I think Grant left. Grant's gone. By the way, if you want to call and yell at Colby for leaving, the number is 717-420-1978. In the meantime, I don't know. Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Are you hungry, Ralph? Thumbs up. Cindy, are you?
Yeah.
Colby, are you?
I'm famished, dog.
You're famished, but you're not going to join us for dinner tonight, are you?
I don't know.
Of course he's not.
Of course not. I'm going to go home to Taylor and make sure
here for 2 weeks,
got to take her shoes off for her.
And then make fun of her for the show she
Then I got to make
watches.
fun of the show she watches while I run around behind her, making sure she doesn't drop anything. Is that what you got to do?
Well, if you're referencing her phone, then yes, I'm always catching that thing.
Courtney, what about you?
What's that?
Are you hungry?
I'm starved.
Debbie, not Deborah, are you hungry?
I'm definitely hungry.
All right, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We've got to just get right to the news.
And now, all the news that's fit to print and a good deal that's not. Here's AG Today's lead anchor Bethany Yingling with current events and sidewalk conditions.
PA State Police and Adams County SPCA rescue 63 chihuahuas from a single residence.
Oh.
A police impersonator demands papers from pedestrian in Gettysburg.
What?
That wasn't long enough.
Incoming Executive Director Lisa Pratt guides Gettysburg YMCA toward growth and change.
Renowned painter Mort Kunstler passes away at 97. All this and more in today's news.
You ladies are really getting onto something there.
Well, let's talk about big balls then.
Thank you, Piers Morgan.
I think we should appreciate the timing they just had. A few months off, and they came back like they never.
Yeah,
like they have rhythm.
That was actually pretty
Excuse
good.
me. We've always had rhythm.
Well, maybe you have, but Bethany sure is not.
Well, that wasn't nice at all.
Poor Bethany.
He's just throwing them out today. Like he's not holding back at all.
Yeah, because he's leaving. He doesn't have to face us in 2 weeks.
He's just trying to make us all angry,
Your
so we
lack of
don't
rhythm
care
is
that
what
he's
makes
leaving.
me love you, Bethany. Don't worry.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry, Bethany. I'm
It's okay.
so sorry.
I know
he
that he
treated
loves
you
me.
that- I'm
That's
so
what I
sorry
said.
I brought that
Your
person
lack
into
of
your
rhythm
life.
is what makes me love you.
Your lack of rhythm.
I know that he loves me deep down underneath it all. Underneath it all. Yep.
Okay.
So, do you want to hear these stories?
Well,
first, or you've
actually,
got-
what I think we should do is we have a fellow named Raphael Siegel who is here in the room, and he has some news.
Big turtle.
And he's got some news that he wants to share with us, and I think it's only fair that we do that.
Well, let's talk about big balls then.
That's
His
never
young
gonna get old. Dude.
team of whiz kids led by Big Balls.
So I'm reading stories. No, I'm reading. I don't know what we're.
Big Balls.
Well,
What
Ralph,
are you
I don't
Well,
know.
I'm getting
What-
married Saturday. How's that for news?
You're getting married Saturday.
Yes. Yeah.
In the town square.
Congratulations. So this is part of the
It's about
Gettysburg Loves Love thing.
But what they didn't tell you is you can change partners during the ceremony.
I think he's making that up personally.
Does your wife know?
We've been discussing it
will.
with Bethany. My wife doesn't know yet. No.
So you're going. So Bethany is going to be your new
Yep.
your new bride.
And Mark's gonna marry his wife.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Okay,
sweet.
that's not happening.
No,
Never mind.
No.
He wouldn't live 24 hours. From 2 to 4 in town square.
Yeah.
Register in advance.
Very nice.
That's news.
That is news.
Did you
Yes,
know
it
that
is.
Mozart had an older sister who was just as talented as he was?
Flowsart.
No, her name Mozart.
Is that what they named Floss after?
Nanny, her name Nannerl Mozart. Is a one-woman show playing Friday and Saturday night at the Majestic Theater.
Cramp.
Hold on.
I didn't even get what's Mozart. How is that even funny?
Like flow.
What are you laughing at?
Flow.
You
Florence.
Mozart?
Florence.
Oh, from
Flowsart.
Progressive?
Just the Florence is a female name. His name is Mozart, and hers is Floatsart.
You really didn't go to school, did you? Anyway.
I went.
One woman show featuring the actress that I never heard of, Sylvia Milo. Friday and Saturday at the Majestic. This is news.
This is exciting news.
I'm going Friday
All right.
night to see him.
All right, very
She
good.
plays piano, sings, and pulls her hair out on stage. It's like a comedy musical. One woman show.
About what? About what?
About her. This actress portrays Mozart's unrecognized older sister.
Oh, okay.
Who was just as a composer and piano player, just like he was.
So it's kind of like
I have no clue. I just buy tickets and go to things.
Sure, I understand.
It's like the Valentine's Day.
True appreciator of art.
It's
And
like
apparently I'm going to trivia night too. Who knew that?
Yes, you are.
yes, Ralph. That'll be fun.
It will be
You,
fun.
you didn't go last year?
No.
No, I never got a trivia night. No.
Well, you will enjoy this, I believe.
I don't think I will, but I'm coming.
I think you will. It's a different
My
type of trivia
Saturdays
night.
are under the control of two women who have a vote. And so we will see.
Yeah.
My daughter comes home for the weekend, and the two of them conspire to consume
Your
the
time.
activities for the weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm the driver.
Well, they're both welcome, of course.
I will
They'll
try
have a
to
lot of
intrigue them.
fun.
They do like tacos.
And you can tell your wife that
And
I'll
they
have a
like
bag of
Ragged
little
Edge?
ground top for her.
Oh, really?
If I have to bribe her to do it, I will do that. I will.
Oh, I'll add that in the text. Let me text that. Free bag or little round ground.
You mean she's not watching right now?
Are they ever going to do decaf? Get them to do little ground top decaf. You can call it Gibbs
can't
battery
hear that.
position. It's halfway
you
up the
can't
hill.
hear it. Oh, Gibbs.
Little Gibbs ground top.
I like that. It's halfway up.
Because I can't drink caffeinated. I have to have the.
Is that true?
Yeah. I can't drink caffeinated coffee.
Why is that?
You don't want to know.
Oh, diarrhea.
No.
Oh,
much worse. I went to a doctor. He said, "Stop drinking caffeine, or you're going to have to undergo a surgery no human being ever wants to have." And I listened, and it was successful. Is that really Colby laughing?
That's
or is
Colby
that- is like a
laughing.
tape
Colby
that you
laughs
have?
at other people's misfortune.
Yeah.
I just think colonoscopies are funny.
Well, we'll laugh at his misfortune. He's going to try to find a road in Montana in February. In Montana, roads are a theory until May.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
Is there a road to this town? Well, kind of.
It's underneath the 7
It's
feet
on
of
the
ice.
map.
The road's out.
Map's more of a suggestion than a rule.
That'd be cool though, Colby, because you're kind of, I mean, in my imagination, you're setting yourself up to be in like one of those movies that takes place in a small remote town and the road's out because of a snowstorm and all the phone lines are down and there's a killer on the loose.
So
and
just the
Colby
situation
has
you
to
don't want to be in.
No, but I love to watch a movie about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're the one that has to get on your horse and go and find him. Even though there's no need to get on a horse because you really can't go very far. It's like an 8-building hamlet that you're in, so you could easily walk from one end to the
Maybe
other.
we turn this into a comedy, and I call in, like a crackpot detective to help me solve the case, and it's you.
Oh yeah, but I'm clumsy.
Yeah, a little. Well, I mean that's all.
Sort of like
obvious.
Fargo in Montana.
Yes.
All right.
We'll call it Missoula
or Margot.
or Margot.
I remember driving through Montana. I mean, he used to live there. I remember the most profound, a very profound memory was the big sign on the highway that says, "Not plowed during snowstorms." They were warning you that if it's snowing, just get off the road and find a hotel. And I'm like, wow, at least they're honest.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the thing is it's got to be like living in just another time at certain points of the year with the weather, right? Because you're kind of just.
Anyway, more news.
Yeah.
I have news here because you told me to edit and prepare news.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I said.
Okay, I'll tell you one. A team in Philadelphia has won the Super Bowl.
Oh, really? Which one? Which team?
And they're celebrating by tearing the city to shreds.
Nuh-uh.
82nd Airborne has gone in to bring in peace.
No way.
What is it with Philadelphia?
I
They
can't
win or
remember the
lose,
name
they
of the
destroy
team,
their
but
city.
former Giants running back Saquon Barkley
They're
now has
not
a
worth-
much-deserved ring.
They're not
God
worth
bless them.
remembering the name of whoever they are. whatever that team is.
Yeah.
Is the 82nd really? The 82nd's really not going.
I don't
in
think
there.
they can. They were afraid. They left Camp Liberty, way to change Fort Bragg, and then they and they heard that it was the Eagles parade tomorrow, and they said, no, we're not going.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to find an armored unit to go in there or something.
Okay. Well, good for them. Good for them.
In the town of Bee Cave, Texas.
Yes.
Bee Cave Bob.
I like this.
Did not see his shadow.
Yeah. But that means.
And that means early spring.
Early spring.
In Texas.
He's not afraid. He's an armadillo, which are much smarter than rodents from western Pennsylvania, in a town no one can pronounce.
I agree. Punxsutawney Phil can
takes
kiss
a lifetime to. Will that be under trivia? Spell Punxsutawney.
Right.
That's where I took my driver's test.
Oh, I thought you would have taken it in Clarion.
Yeah.
Now this
I'm
headline.
from Clarion.
Clarion didn't have a D.
Here's a pun. Here's a pun headline.
No, I failed it.
This headline has to be read exactly as it's written because the
Everybody
pun.
quiet.
The heist of 100,000 eggs in a Pennsylvania town becomes a whodunit that police have yet to crack. But yeah, is there? Seriously. AP story out of Antrim Township, Pennsylvania. 100,000 eggs were stolen from the back of a trailer that was pulled up to a shopping center to unload. And of course, those eggs today are worth about $11 million.
Yeah, this is what it's come to. Stealing eggs. What else you got, Ralph?
Oh, I've got more. I've got an angle for
what? Judy.
No.
A court.
Igloo recalls over 1 million coolers because they might cut your fingertips off.
Oh, Courtney.
Breaking news. Ice chest and cooler manufacturer Igloo announced it's recalling 1 million of its 90-quart flip-and-toe coolers because they pose a danger. The cooler's toe handle can pinch consumers' fingertips, causing an amputation.
Oh.
That means that happened.
Wow.
There's a Native American man with a tear coming down because of you.
She can't hear.
Oh, she can't hear herself.
According to the
I'll hear
release,
it.
according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, Igloo has had 12 reports of fingertip amputations and bone fractures.
More people are dying in horrible ways in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
1 million of these coolers have been sold since 2019. 47,000 coolers were sold in Canada, but they're not being recalled until they become a state. And
oh, that's funny.
Oh yeah, here's a petition. Here's breaking news. This is an AP story moved out of Copenhagen.
All right.
200,000 people in Denmark have signed a petition to acquire the state of California.
In Denmark?
Yes, Denmark wants to buy California in response to the proposal to buy Greenland.
Oh.
I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah, okay.
Have you ever have you ever looked at a map and thought, you know what Denmark needs? Sunshine, palm trees, and roller skates.
Well, they actually said something about we'll never run out of avocados.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Do we have forks?
My last story, my last decent story from the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Ohio Funeral Home hopes to be able to sell alcohol during funeral services.
I mean, how is that not a thing already?
Yeah,
Columbus, Ohio Funeral Home in Columbus soon could offer to lift spirits by serving them during services. The Evergreen Funeral Cremation and Reception Center.
Did you write all
applied
of
for
these?
a liquor license.
Did you write all these?
No, this is AP copy. I just cut it down to pieces.
So that is interesting, though, because we have to find out in Pennsylvania if they allow that, because part of my plan they don't?
Anybody can get a liquor license.
Because my plan for my funeral is to have, you know how like you open the top half of the casket and not the bottom? Mm-hmm. Bottom half is going to be a bar. And everybody's going to be encouraged to come up and have a drink with me before we say
Yeah,
sayonara.
yeah, what could go wrong?
Hey, listen, I'll be dead. What do I care?
You know, Yogi Berra said you make sure you go to other people's funerals so that when you die, they come to yours. Just reminding you.
Good old
okay?
Yogi, man. He had some, he had a way
did.
about things. So that was the news.
Well, that's some of the, yes.
That was the news. That
And
was
these
good.
are all real.
These are real stories.
The AP has a line. They have a page where they show the most outlandish stories from around the world to give you a laugh in these dark times. And I think it'd be cool if California became part of Denmark.
I think it would be too. I think it's time to start breaking up the map like a puzzle piece, like a jigsaw puzzle. Let's just take pieces out and we'll just swap, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we can't physically move California, but you know what I'm saying. I think that's a nice idea.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. All right. So that was Ralph's news. Thank you, and congratulations, Ralph, on your renewing of the vows.
Upcoming nuptials.
Yes.
Weather dependent, I might add.
Oh, is it?
Well, just by us.
Okay.
Oh, all right. They
Where
go
is
inside.
it?
All right.
Yeah.
Right in front of the hotel.
There you go. Well, you can do it, and then you come to trivia that night to celebrate your long love. How long have you been married?
Last year we celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary.
30 years, guys. 30 years.
Best decision I ever made.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
very sweet.
What about her? Is it the best decision
I'm
she
not
ever
sure
made?
she would say that. The 30-year pestilence. No. I know how to cook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can cook too.
I'm the cook. Yeah. So
well,
that makes
actually,
her
yeah.
happy.
At your party, you made some pretty good food.
Yeah,
The chili, the Gary Edelman chili.
The Gary Edelman chili, which he came up to me at a party the next night. So, loose lips sink ships.
I'm sorry. Well, I mean,
He
why did
came
you
in-
put it on the tag? I mean, well, I thought it was. I thought he would be there, and that's why it said Gary Edelman vegan chili.
It was just not to confuse it with the other chili, which had American 100% beef in it.
Yeah, the real chili.
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
Manly chili.
Yeah.
And so I had the vegan chili next to it for people who
Which you
didn't
had to
eat
throw the vegan chili out by the end of the day, right? Because everybody ate the good stuff.
That's usually what we eat. I know it's in the freezer.
Really?
Yeah, I make the vegan chili at home.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
My doctor has guns. He's like, no, I want these numbers to go down or I'm going to shoot you. So, okay.
Don't believe your
Take
doctors.
the bullet.
Can't eat
Doctors,
any
meat.
what do these doctors know, Ralph?
well, he gets blood work with numbers on it, and he shows
Oh,
it to me,
Ralph.
and he went to college. So.
Oh, please. Please. All right, well, listen. We got to get on to eating, and you going to join us for dinner?
Oh, sure.
Sure. Okay. Well, we'll see you then when we're ready for
Hopefully
that.
that lice treatment worked. Here you go.
And now, all the news that's fit to print and a good deal that's not.
We
Here's
already did
AGT
this.
Well, give it to you
and
again.
Bethany
Oh.
Lee
Do it again.
current events and sidewalk conditions.
PA State Police and Adams County SPCA rescue 63 chihuahuas from a single residence in Gettysburg.
A police impersonator demands papers from pedestrian on Gettysburg Street.
Incoming Executive Director Lisa Pratt guides Gettysburg YMCA toward growth and change.
Renowned painter Mort Kunstler passes away at 97. All this and more in today's news.
Well, let's talk about big balls then.
All right.
Okay, that
so,
was almost perfect.
tell us about big
I
balls.
feel we've missed so much. We've missed so much, and there's unfortunately not good news in the news locally.
Yeah, I read this
We've gone
first.
a little crazy.
I read this
in
first
Gettysburg
article.
over the winter.
I don't like the first article. Go
I
ahead.
don't either. So
Go ahead.
The home located
Please
on,
don't give us all the gory details.
I won't. The home located on Old Harrisburg Road in Strabane Township.
Isn't that where you
occupied-
guys used to live?
Yes. Yes.
Yep,
Big balls.
right down the street. Occupied by Ray and Stephanie Dorita and their 15-year-old son. When troopers entered the home, they found it covered in urine and feces to the point where it was impossible to step anywhere without stepping in feces. They found dogs ranging in age from 3 weeks to 8 years. So then just taking from the SPCA, because they had to close, they announced on Facebook that they had to close to the public because they took in the largest amount of animals that they have.
Yes.
So on Friday, February 7th, the Adams County SPCA was able to remove 51 dogs from the residence while loading the dogs into crates. There was a dog that was discovered that was in really rough shape, so they unfortunately did have to humanely euthanize that one. But they also had to cut dogs and puppies out from box springs and mattresses that were on the floor. They had to cut them out of furniture. Like, this was a really bad situation.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Why
it was.
do you even have the dogs if that's what you're going to do?
That's what I'm saying. Why do you even bother if you're not going to treat them right?
I'm assuming they had breeding pairs and they just kept having puppies, and instead of doing anything with them, they just let them run feral all over the house.
How can you live in that filth?
Well, they cleaned it enough that Stephanie cleaned her room. Her room was clean. It was the only clean room in the house. And the 15-year-old said that was the only room that they would clean. So they're able to clean. They're able to keep one room that was fine, but these poor dogs were just not
disgusting.
doing well. So this was the largest intake of dogs from a single residence in their 49-year history at the SPCA in Adams County. They ask for the community's patience and understanding while they navigate the challenges. So they were still going to conduct scheduled surgeries on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, but they are informing the public that they're unable to accept owner surrenders or strays at this time because they're just full. They're not allowing the volunteers to help at this point because they don't know what these animals may have. You remember the outbreak that was from the last one, so they don't want.
Well, so that's twice in 1 year now the SPCA's had to close because of people abusing
actually the
multitude
third
of
time.
animals. What was the first time?
That
Or
was
the other time?
earlier in the springtime.
What was that?
I don't remember, but they had like a horse that came in and.
Oh, I remember that. I don't remember the details. It was about a horse.
And it closed the whole place?
They did.
They didn't have to close, I don't think, but they have taken in some pretty horrific
Yeah. No, they haven't. It's
situations lately.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they are
great.
accepting supplies, so check their website
They
for
are.
what they need. You can drop off supplies at the front door. You can't go inside. So just be aware that if you want to drop off some stuff,
Yeah, they're
check
not.
the website before you do so.
They are not up for adoption at this time, but some of the younger ones that are more outgoing will be up for adoption once they're fully vetted. So they'll keep you up to date on the Facebook page as well, and on their website once the animals are up for adoption. So keep an eye on that.
That's a sad story. Okay. Something uplifting, please, Bethany. Please
I
lift
got
us
nothing.
up. Oh, God.
You're
Police impersonator
not good today.
has pulled up next to a pedestrian and demanded papers. This was on West Stevens and Mummasburg Streets around 7 p.m. on February 1st. A dark-colored SUV pulled up next to somebody walking along the side of the road on the sidewalk. The driver, described as a white man dressed in black and dark-colored clothing, rolled down the passenger window and demanded papers, in quotes, according to investigators.
Did he shout that in a German accent?
Yeah.
I don't know. The victim
Don't
gave
lie,
the
Colby. You know it was
suspect-
you practicing for Missoula.
Schnell.
The victim gave the suspect their license, and the man questioned the validity of it and asked for additional identifying documents. The suspect then questioned the victim about where they were going and coming from and told the pedestrian that it was not safe to walk alone. The suspect then returned the victim's documents and left the scene. So, after investigating, the Gettysburg Police Department determined that the suspect was not a law enforcement officer. It remains an active investigation.
Jeez.
If you have any...
You know what that guy has?
Balls.
Oh, God.
Big balls.
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
They're just saying, like, be aware that this has happened. Know that
Was he
they're-
armed?
He didn't. He never got out of the vehicle, as far as I can tell. He demanded it from the car window.
It sounds like some serial killer stuff, dude.
It really does. Now it says nothing about
Gosh, that's all we need.
like
Serial killer.
what the purpose behind. Like what was he asking for? What kind of papers was he demanding? Like that to me is like
Your
something
papers.
I think
In that
sometimes it's
accent.
just to see like how far they can get. It's like a power trip
Yeah.
thing. Like, will they do what I asked them to do?
Who
Will
was
they
the
believe me?
victim?
It does not say.
It does not say. I'm going to guess it was someone who looked like he might not have been born here, and this person is being a dick.
Oh, that could be it too.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying?
Either that or it's a serial killer. It's one of the. That's the only two options. I think
It could only be one or
Clearly.
the other.
I mean, it has to be.
Yeah.
If you know anything, please call the Gettysburg Borough Police Department. Also be aware that if you suspect that somebody is not an actual police officer, you can ask for their badge number. You can also call the police station to see who has been dispatched to a certain area before you give anything to somebody.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, they should just look like a cop, have the
That's
badge
probably
on
why
their
you didn't-
uniform, and
Yeah, but if somebody came up I mean, you are probably different, Colby, because you've been in really horrible situations. But like if somebody came up to me, I'd be so flustered. I would probably, give them my ID. I'm not used to having people yell at me and ask for that kind of stuff.
if a civilian car pulled up next to me and a guy that's not in a cop uniform, no badge, no nothing.
Yeah,
started acting like every red flag and siren I have would start going off.
Learn how to tell. I mean, the unmarked police cars
Also,
still
they look
have
like cop
signs
cars. Yeah.
of being cop cars.
They look like cops.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's,
I also am not going to go out walking in the middle of the night.
Well, that's
by
true
myself.
too. Yeah. You're not doing that.
Performing a community service.
That's right. Performing a community service here, right? By warning everybody.
Yeah.
There's actually audio of the encounter when the cop asked the fake cop asked his name. This is what he got.
Aldersman Brodison.
Thank you, Ralph. God, no, actually, this is what he got.
Oh my God, they're taking this stuff. Oh, it's so unnatural, and this is going to look horrible, and this is bad, and how can they do that? That looks slippery, and this looks bad, and that's a bad color, and oh my God.
Dan, Butterfield.
Haven't heard that. Yeah,
I know.
Heard that in a second.
I haven't played that in years. Okay, so go ahead. What else is next there, Cynthia?
Right. So, there's the new incoming executive director, Lisa Pratt, to the Gettysburg YMCA.
It's fun to stay there.
She's been part of the Hanover YMCA for 25 years. She will be at the helm of substantial changes for the former YWCA going forward. Pratt said that she had 3 individuals that joined the Hanover YMCA Board of Directors to represent Gettysburg, and also noted that membership at the Gettysburg Y now includes access to the other 3 branches as well, and said that programming at the Gettysburg branch would increase. One of the most anticipated changes is the introduction of a child watch program, which allows parents to leave their children in supervised care while they exercise or take classes. The YMCA is expanding its offerings for youth, including the creation of a youth center where children can engage in activities in a safe and welcoming environment. There will also be significant renovations. The upcoming improvements will begin with painting and lighting, updates indoors and outdoor landscaping projects to resolve issues of water intrusion in the east side of the building. The major contractor for this work is Conowago Construction. Pratt said the new position is a great fit for her, and she is committed to creating an inclusive environment where the values of the YMCA and the YWCA thrive togetger. So good luck to Lisa Pratt in her new endeavor.
Cindy, your face was perfect after that sound effect.
Why is that?
What?
Why is that?
It was just like this.
Just like I got to live with this at home and I got to go this year.
It was good. I want to know if they're going to make the old guys in the men's locker room start wearing pants. You walk in there and they're Captain Morgan butt naked. I don't get it.
I hate you, and I hate your ass face.
0.0.
Yeah, you walk in there and you just like
Full
swing
Captain
low,
Morgan,
sweet
dude.
chariots. Like
Either that or they go to use the urinal and they pull their pants down to their kneecaps.
I know.
Dude,
what happens?
What
What
is
happens
going
to
on?
people like when you're in kindergarten? That's what kindergartners do, right? There was this kid that always used to do that in our class, and then we all grew up and stopped doing that. We learned how to use a fly, and then now
You hit a certain age, dude.
At a
and it's
certain
like
age, you just
revert
drop
back.
trow.
Yeah, they all the way. It's not even like part. It's down to the kneecap.
I know. It's what is that?
me!
Okay.
It's a miracle!
Is this not a problem in the women's bathroom?
Yeah, women walk around naked in the...
But they're not Captain Morganing, are they?
No, they're getting changed and dressed and showered.
No, guys will hang out and talk to each other.
No, they're Princess
Leg up on
Leiaing.
the stool,
No,
swinging in the wind, dude.
No, what they
They
do.
walk around.
Oh my
I'm
God.
surprised by women walking around.
Well, you
without
walk
a
from the
towel.
shower. Well, yeah.
They just
usually you
walk
have a
around
towel.
laughing.
Yeah,
They
no,
pillow
I don't
fights?
think that they do. I think they use towels.
We use but I mean, you shower and
Well,
you
yeah.
get
No,
changed.
you
But
should-
and
You're
stuff.
this is not what he's
this,
talking
right.
about. He's
No, they're
talking about
walking
like
around
they're just
fully.
like, well,
Yeah.
You know what Captain Morgan looks like, right?
Nice. Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I get it now. The way he's standing. I was like, why are you calling it Captain Morgan?
Tell me that's not what they do. You
That's what they do.
Walk in,
They're on the
just
bench.
swinging in the wind, man. Like, what the hell is this? Where are we?
Oh, that's so funny. That's true.
I feel like it's a rite of passage.
They walk in and look at you like you're weird, but thinking they're weird.
Chariot.
Everybody got that except you.
I know. Because I don't drink rum. But now I get it. Okay, go ahead. What else?
Okay, so the top 10 retirement towns in Pennsylvania have been announced.
Oh, no.
Gettysburg is, of course, one of them.
Oh, great.
However,
That's the wrong song.
with its historic charm, I was like, where are we going with this? Picturesque landscapes and vibrant downtowns, the Keystone State offers an ideal balance of relaxation and cultural enrichment. These are the top 10 best retirement towns, each with a reputable retirement facilities, top-notch hospitals, and a bevy of activities to stay connected and active. So, Gettysburg is obviously one of them, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. Matthew.
Yes.
What are the other ones?
All right. Well, let's see. How many are we guessing?
Well, you can guess 5.
All right, let's guess 5. I'm going to say New Hope.
Nope.
Nope to New Hope. Cindy, go ahead. Your turn.
I'm gonna go with Lidditz.
Lidditz is one of them.
What's the premise? What are we guessing? I missed it.
Top 10 retirement towns in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He really loves the news.
Right.
I was still thinking about Captain Morgan.
Yeah, hypothesis.
Huh?
Bedford?
Bedford?
No.
Medford.
No.
Blue Ball.
No.
Bird in Hand.
No.
Intercourse.
No.
They're saying Jim
Virginville.
Thorpe back here.
What?
Jim Thorpe.
Jim
Nope.
Thorpe.
Clarion.
Actually, number 1.
Clarion.
No.
Not really.
No.
Lancaster.
There are no towns in Clarion County on this list.
What a shock.
Lancaster.
Shut up. No, Lancaster's not on here.
Let's see.
I feel like
What's the city the office takes place in?
that's Scranton.
Scranton's
That's
not on here.
No, they just all stay there. What about Mechanicsburg?
Nope.
Chambersburg?
Nope.
Well, I'm running out of cities. This is
It's
like
the
all I
whole
know.
state, guys.
Oh, wait.
There's more to it than just around here.
West,
How about-
West Newton?
No.
How about,
Chattanooga.
No.
okay.
Downingtown.
No.
Oh, Doylestown.
Doylestown
Yes,
is one.
yes.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Nope. Westchester.
I was gonna
I was
say
gonna
that
say
one.
that.
Bonfire.
Kennett Township.
Okay.
Like
This is
Kennett
just an
Square. Is that
education
where it's
guess.
at?
Square, yep.
Okay.
Wyomissing.
Wyomissing.
Oh,
no
I
one.
should have known
Wait,
that.
what
No
is that
one.
town name?
Wyomissing.
Wyomissing.
Yep.
I have a hard time with names sometimes.
Gettysburg, of course. Johnstown.
Where the flood was.
Greensburg.
Mm.
Belfont.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's
That's
beautiful.
Belfont's
that's
like State
near
College.
State College.
Oh,
It is a
okay.
historic district. Lidditz
Littich.
and
Now, this is just a
Altoona.
hypothesis.
Altoona.
Yeah, I was like,
Altoona.
I don't-
Wow.
I don't know that I buy that
No!
one.
Okay.
I thought that was weird too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is weird.
Oh, shit.
So-
Dude, he hard teased that.
Well, the retirees at Gettysburg don't move to Gettysburg.
Yeah, right.
There was
That's true.
some news announced today.
Uh-oh.
Exciting news, everyone. Coming soon to Gettysburg, PA, the Heartland Diner. Located at 90 Buford Avenue, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Previously known as the Federal Point Grill. We offer breakfast all day, along with a diverse menu for lunch and dinner, featuring daily homemade specials and hearty soups, all made from scratch with the freshest ingredients. Experience the taste of homemade goodness. Please stay tuned for opening day.
What is going on in this town?
I don't know.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
He's got his ear to the grind.
Thank you, Ralph. I mean, I don't understand how people do things. Okay, but
I don't
good. So
either.
there's
Yeah.
another place to eat.
There will be.
Now, will this have diner hours? Like, we'll be able to go there?
That's all it
didn't-
says.
That's all
Yep,
it says.
just
I
stay
am very
tuned.
interested to find out all
So
of the
stay
answers.
tuned.
All right. What else?
Do you have more?
I do.
That wasn't now.
U.S. Senator Cory Booker.
I've heard of him from
a
New
Democrat
Jersey.
from New Jersey,
Yes.
and Congresswoman Eleanor
Was he the
Holmes
one that pulled the
Norton,
fire alarm?
No, that was I
Democrat
forget.
from D.C., have introduced a bill to award the Congressional Gold Medal to the approximately 200,000 African Americans who fought to preserve the Union during the Civil War. The bill introduction
Nice.
coincides with Black
Interesting.
History Month.
Wait,
Oh.
what medal?
The gold medal.
What is this? The Olympics?
I know. I've never heard of it.
What is the gold medal?
They're making it up.
They're making it up. Why don't they actually use a real medal?
Why don't they
Right.
just give him? Yeah. Why
Why
don't they
can't
give him
they-
an actual medal?
Why do we have to make up a medal? Give them a
I
medal.
don't
More
know.
insulting.
Well, that
I
actually
don't know.
just, yeah, it is. Right?
Like give him
Like,
a good
Give
medal.
him something that
Why would you?
makes sense.
It doesn't say
Bethany,
that in here.
this is all
it
your
doesn't
fault.
say
Bethany,
that
why
in
don't you have the
Bethany.
answers?
Okay, more than 150 years have passed since the end of the war, and this bill will ensure these American heroes are finally awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in recognition
Congressional Gold Medal.
of their fight for liberty, equality, and justice.
Didn't John Wayne get the Congressional Gold Medal? No?
They
What
should
was
be
the medal
giving
they
him-
made for him?
They should be given a military medal.
I don't know. Maybe Sebastian knows the answer to this. Sebastian, you're on the air. Maybe you have the answer.
Many people and groups
No,
have.
Sebastian.
Yeah, I wish I would have had the camera on
I
her
know.
for that, dude.
Go ahead, what, Cindy? Go ahead, read it, and then we'll go to Sebastian.
Many people and groups have received the Congressional Gold Medal, including military personnel, senators, and other notable individuals. So
All
it's
right.
a thing.
I guess
think
it's
they
a
should
thing.
Give them a military medal since their actions were done
I'm so
in
glad.
the military.
Yes, okay. Here's
Oh,
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Sebastian, you're on the air.
Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian, we were watching something about you people down there in New Zealand. About the
What do you mean, you
volcano.
The
people?
volcano. Yeah. That's
New Zealanders. You had a volcano. You all right, bud? There was a volcano that exploded, and people were on a tour of the
it
volcano.
sounded like people were saying with
Yes.
a bad word. They pronounce it
Fakara or something.
Fakar? How do you say it?
Wakari or something. He doesn't know. He's not from New Zealand.
I know, but
The White Islands or something.
You said Australia.
I know of it. From what I heard, they had the option of going to the volcano. Was going to kill them, or watch addressing Gettysburg. So they chose the volcano.
Ah, God. All right,
We've
so
missed you.
It's good to hear from you, Grantley. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, Matt. How are you, old fella?
Not bad. Do you have a date set for your trip out here yet?
Yes, I do. I will be there for sure. So I'm not saying anything.
I will be there
I'm
for
I'm
sure.
showing up.
You're just going to
But
show up randomly.
I'm just going to show up. I got to have fun with this. I want to be able to surprise. I know where you people are.
Yeah, but
generally.
listen. You
So
have
people.
Yeah, who are you? Who are you calling you people? Listen, Grant. This is a very delicate
Well, I
thing
mean-
here. No. Wait. Ho. It's a very
You are
delicate.
very delicate, that's
It's a very delicate thing because you might not be getting us when you think you're going to get us. You know, when are you? What month are you coming in?
I'm there for the place, not you.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said he's visiting the place,
not you.
That's not true, Grant, and you know it. That is not true.
The
I like
hurt
your
in
shirt,
his
by the
eyes.
way, Matt.
You what?
I like your shirt, by the way.
Go ahead. Do they make it for men?
No, is it laundry day?
Actually, it is. It is, and it's going to be laundry day until you get up here to do my laundry.
Oh, I'm sure. But I have to say, I enjoyed Ralph's segment. That should be more regular.
Ralph, Grant from Australia enjoyed your segment, and he said he hopes that you're regular.
Depends what I have for dinner.
Well, I did give you things that could help him.
Here, I have something that might help you, Grant. I mean, Ralph, if you need these. These are from Grant.
All I need is decaf, little ground top.
Well, we'll work on decaf.
But with
it has come up.
With Ralph, it was refreshing to have someone from New Jersey on that was actually funny and likable. So.
Do you write these?
He
No,
can't hear it.
You've got
No.
them all committed to memory, though, by now, right? All the jokes, because they're all the same.
Because this is if I talk shit to someone, I like them. That's so I remember material, just things that you've said or done over the past, and use them against you. So
Exactly. What did he say? I wasn't paying attention.
He said, no.
Nor. All right.
Oh, no.
That's what the people said when they fell in the volcano. Or nor.
Or nor.
Or nor. We're going in the volcano.
Okay.
What do you have? What are you calling for? You want to say something to Colby?
If I have to, yeah, sure.
No. If you don't have, I don't want to make you, of course,
uncomfortable. Or
Clearly,
anything.
you don't have any warm feelings towards
Well,
Colby.
this is a dramatic departure. I wasn't really there for when Eric left, but my very first call in was when Veronica left, and that was a big deal because she was great on the show. Not according to you, but she was. And
You're gonna get yourself killed when you come out here.
And but Colby, Colby's always helped me on the calls, egging me on and like helping me insult people and laughing at your bad jokes. I mean, which there are plenty of.
Right.
And he's a great. My only regret here is that I didn't arrive when he was still going to be there. Because we were going to have a competition where I was going to outdrink him and all that. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So.
Yeah, that I would love to see that actually.
It would be quite the competition. I know Aussies can drink.
Yeah, because you guys are like, they put that in your bottle
He's
when
from
you're a
Florida.
baby,
He's
right?
in the Marine. He's a lightweight.
Exactly. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
Unless
that's
I'm
pretty much
drinking
it.
vodka.
A guy from Florida who's a Marine is a lightweight. That's how much of an alcoholic an Australian is. That's amazing. That's amazing. I actually had a Zoom, Google Meet or whatever, Zoom call with Grant, I don't know, a month or two ago. And I found it very enjoyable. Even though there's no audience and he was still doing his shtick with me, I was like, okay, we could talk,
I do not change for anyone, my friend.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
He's the Australian Theo Von, dude.
Yes, yeah. He is the Australian Theo Von. Except not funny.
I do want to point out that like a month after I got the Travel to Greece book, I got a second package that it contained a bunch of Greek cooking spices. I was like, okay.
Have you tried them yet?
They are.
Well, no, I was going to bring it in here and have it be part of the decor.
I like that. You can put it on the shelf behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She refuses to eat it though because she hates.
What, honey?
How's things over there? You're still putting up with Matt, huh?
Still, well, he said, can you come back to the show now that we're, coming back on air for the season? And I said, I don't know. Like, I really feel like this might be the end because I don't find you funny anymore. And then we came back and I realized how funny he really is.
She came back, she walked in the room and saw us all, and she was like,
I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA.
all right. Grant, anything else, sir? Because we have to go eat.
Oh, I'm sure. I've just got one last joke, and then I'll go.
Oh, God. All right, go ahead. What's
Put him
the
in the
joke?
cell with a long hose on him. Put him in the cell with a long hose on him.
He just hung up.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
That was his joke.
No, he did. All right, what's the next one?
Do you have any more news?
Well, I do, but there's a lot today, so I can go to events or we can do more news.
Well, I have one big one.
All right, go for
which
it.
is Mort Kunstler passing away.
Yes, that is the big one. We should talk about that one.
He
How
passed
old was
away. He was 97.
Whoa.
He passed away this week. His daughter, Jane Kunstler, said he had died in hospice. I pulled some of the things from his pretty lengthy obituary that I just thought was kind of interesting about him that I didn't know, and I didn't know if any other people knew. If you don't know who he is a pretty prolific Civil War artist. If you've ever gotten a Civil War calendar of artwork, it's probably Mort Kunstler. But anyway, he got his start in the early 50s as an illustrator for pulp novels and men's adventure magazines, and refined his mainstream commercial appeal working for top ad agencies and magazines like National Geographic. He branched out in the 1970s to create large canvases of epic scenes in American history, including more than 350 images of the Civil War. And he was born August 28th, 1927, in Gravesend section, the Gravesend section of Brooklyn. The family lore has it that the name Kunstler, which means artist in German, was bestowed on Mr. Kunstler's paternal great-grandfather, a sculptor, and it was bestowed on him by the Russian Tsar Alexander III in the small German-speaking area of Poland where the great-grandfather lived. Isn't that interesting?
It is interesting. I did not know.
Mort was a prodigy with a pencil by age 3. He spent stretches of his childhood bedridden by illness, during which he drew everything around him, while his father, an amateur artist, kept him supplied with art materials.
Wow.
As a child, his first paying gig of sorts came as a counterfeiter of free but scarce youth tickets for Brooklyn Dodgers games.
I thought you were saying something way different than that.
I know, right? He worked summers as a waiter and lifeguard at resorts in the Catskills and in the Poconos. And he shared quarters with the future Celtics basketball star Bob Cousy.
The Bob Cousy?
Yes, the.
Whoa.
Who played together in games against other Borscht Belt hotel teams.
Borscht Belt, yes.
To entertain guests.
The Borscht
He
Belt.
was actually going to go to school for sports, but then decided he'd have a fallback career of art. He illustrated an abridged version of The Godfather, the novel, and he created memorable posters for action movies, including The Poseidon Adventure, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, and then parodied the genre with a goofball version of the 1975 film Jaws for Mad Magazine.
Oh,
so
wow.
he's all over the place.
I didn't realize that he did that other stuff, too. I just thought he was a Civil War guy.
Yep. He started Civil War art because he was commissioned by CBS to paint a scene for the 1982 miniseries The Blue and the Gray.
Oh, okay.
And I thought this was a cute quote about him. He is both a scholar for the paintbrush and a painter of scholarship.
The Borscht Belt, in case you're wondering, is also known as the Yiddish Alps. It's a region which was noted for its summer resorts that cater to Jewish vacationers, especially residents of New York City. The resorts, now mostly defunct, were located in the southern foothills of the Catskills, in parts of Sullivan and Ulster counties, all that other stuff. I think that's what's that movie that all the girls like? Dirty Dancing. That's right. Dirty Dancing. Colby said it.
Yeah.
See that?
There he goes. He knew it.
I can't claim that.
Colby knew it.
Court knew it.
That was Court.
Oh,
I just want to point out that we lost a legend in the Civil War community.
We did.
I know. You don't have to be upset. I'm leaving, though. I'll come back.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
you are
God.
so... We were talking about the death of a legend. And you dare
You
turn it
didn't
back
die.
to yourself.
I thought it was kind of funny.
All right.
No,
that's all I got
that
in
is sad news. That is sad news. I did not realize he was that old. I thought he
I
was
didn't either.
a younger man, probably in his mid to late 60s, perhaps 70s. I did not think he was almost 100. That's pretty good. That's a long life.
And to
Good
have
for him.
drawn 350 paintings of Civil War.
Because that's how you.
Did he draw them or paint them?
Well, paint them. But to do, shut up. You know what I meant.
He drew them first, probably, and
But
then painted.
Truthfully, that's insanity.
It is
That's a lot. That's very prolific, and that's just a small portion of a very long career.
Yeah. Yes, right. All those other things that he did. National Geographic and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws.
And Jaws. That's pretty cool.
Movie posters.
The movie posters. I did not know that.
It's a very famous movie poster.
It is. Super duper famous. That's pretty good. All right, well, listen. Anything else?
Just events.
All right, give us an event.
The Mason-Dixon Distillery has their new release winter event for the entire month of February.
All right, what is that?
That's a great question.
She's not sure.
Why?
I just was telling you that they're doing it at the distillery tasting room. You can go taste their new things. They don't actually mention what the new thing is.
Right.
It doesn't
For
actually
February.
say
Taste
what the
their
new
stuff.
thing
One
is.
for the each of you.
It says taste
Wait,
the
what-
newest
what just
releases
happened?
and specialty products. Savor the artistry of handcrafted small batch spirits.
Okay.
Indulge in cocktails that embody the essence of Gettysburg's local charm. That's all it says. It doesn't say
Go
which
taste
ones.
their new stuff.
Go taste the new stuff.
There
But
you
they
go.
have special events through the month of February.
Bethany
I could house that loaf.
houses the loaf. She usually takes
I usually take smaller bites. Dun, dun. Oh my god, my gut hurts.
But when she cracks up,
I want to point out.
she jokes and snores. How lucky are we
You can't point anything out.
a broad like Bethany?
All of you love me. That belch was not me.
No, that was Veronica.
Okay. I was just going to point
That's a very
out.
Homer belt right there.
It was.
That was not me.
Zabawa?
Everything else on there was me.
All right, what else we got in the event section there, guys?
Well, so Saturday is the Mickey and Minnie brunch at the Barn Resort, but it is sold out. So you can't go. Sorry about your luck. But it's going to be fun. So keep an eye out for the next kids thing going on there because there's going to be lots. But next weekend is Gettysburg Rocks, which we did talk about last year as well. It's their currently it's a biannual music festival, but they're going down to just once a year. So I'm not sure it'll be happening in August this year. It benefits Four Diamonds, supporting children battling pediatric cancer. One of the big venues, and I'm sorry, you're just going to have to hear about the Barn Resort a lot, is the Barn Resort this year. So February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It will be held at multiple different venues. There's so many all throughout the area. I mean, even down into Northern Maryland, Hanover, a bunch in Gettysburg. Michaud Brewing is going to be hosting a bunch of them this.
He was just waving to me. That's all.
I'm sure.
No, he was.
So just be sure to check out their Facebook page. They did just announce the lineups for each of the venues. If you were interested, they are always taking donations, but they have a silent auction that will be housed at the Barn Resort all weekend. So starting Friday, February 21st, you can come by and take a look at the items that they have.
Loaf?
It's I knew that was coming as soon as I said it.
Yeah, sorry.
I could house that loaf.
You can stop by any
House that
time,
loaf.
but the
please.
auction will end on Sunday. So that's their big day
I can house that loaf.
for that.
I was dancing, dude.
So be sure to check it out because they're raising money for a really great cause.
Yeah, and the Barn Resort is a cool place. The buffet. Have you been there yet? Oh yeah, you were there for the party. Sorry, I forgot we had the party there. The buffet is really delish.
It is, and they are
just,
sold
like,
out for
forgets-
Valentine's Day
I
too.
know. I know.
Everything about me all the time. I could house that loaf. House that loaf. House that loaf.
Just talk over them.
House that loaf. The historic Gettysburg Academy on East High Street. I hate you so much.
Right next door.
Has the Jane's Tea Room.
Yes,
They
yes.
are going to be doing a special tea this weekend in support of Forever Love Rescue.
Yeah.
It's called a Kit Tea.
Kit tea.
Get it? Kit tea.
He shouldn't
I'm
be allowed to
not-
stand.
I am not good at reading lips, Colby. Poe. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
February 16th at 12:30. Tickets are $40. Includes savory sweets and of course tea. It is in support again of Forever Love Rescue. You can
Do something.
No, they started spelling everything really weird in here, and I don't know why that is. I thought maybe it had a theme, but it doesn't.
Forget it.
It's too hard.
No, it's go ahead.
If you would like, reservations are of course required. Please call the Gettysburg Academy for more information. This got really weird at the end. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So Gettysburg Academy has something else going on there, and you should call it and do it.
It's supporting the Forever Love Rescue.
There you go.
It's a kit tea.
Well, let's talk about big balls then.
You're very distracting today.
On Saturday, March 1st, Strawberry Hills Maple Fest is happening. This is at camp. Is that Eder or Eder? Do you know? Eder?
Eder. I'm going to say Eder.
Eder.
I was thinking double. Okay.
Yeah.
So, new for 2025, hayride tours of Camp Eder, concessions including maple popcorn, maple cotton candy, and maple lemonade. Maple baking competition. Immerse yourself in the history, culture, science, and fun of maple sugaring. They're going to have a pancake breakfast, sugaring demos, hands-on activities, and more. You can visit strawberryhill.org/maplefest for details if you'd like. And again, that's March 1st, which is a Saturday, and that is at Strawberry Hill.
Was that camp?
Big balls.
No. Rita's Italian Ice here in Gettysburg will be opening for the season on February 28th.
And that they do it for free, right? It's you can get.
I don't think it's that day.
Oh.
I think it's the first day of spring.
Ah. Okay.
Or the first day of summer.
All right.
One of the two, but they'll be opening for the season on February 28th.
All right. What else?
And then I just finally want to let it be known.
Oh.
That
let it be known
that you also hate Gilmore Girls.
No, that Emily Gilmore's character was voted in the top 100 greatest TV performances of the 21st century.
Well, there you
this
go.
was just today announced. It's like Variety magazine is listening to us.
It is.
So
wow, that
congratulations,
is amazing. Emily Gilmore, the old lady, one of the best characters of the 29th century.
That's it. That's all we got.
All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for putting up with us all this time. What?
I'm warm. It's late.
It is
I know.
I got to get back in the swing of being on for 3 hours.
Well, that's all right. We'll get into the swing of that for a while there. Anyway, that's it for us here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go because it's time to do that. We're starving. Everybody's hungry. We're going to go do that. We're going to go talk. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to laugh, and we're going to cry. It's going to be some tears, I think. We're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to cry, we're going to laugh. We'll be seeing you next week. Goodbye.
AG Today's opening theme is written and performed by Colin Southfield and the Mushroom Country Band. Bumper music is arranged and performed by Billy Webster and sometimes Gavin McLeod. AG Today is produced by Matt Cowlery, Bethany Gingling, Debbie Jones, and Sidney Compton. Engineered by Colby Sumner and maybe sometimes someone else. Guest accommodations are provided by the guests themselves. We'll need a couple thousand patrons to be able to put people up in hotels. Speaking of patrons, maybe you'd like to become one. You'll find plenty of perks over there, not to mention hundreds of episodes that will help you further your Gettysburg and Civil War education. So go to patreon.com/addressinggettysburg. I'm Huevos Grande, the voice of Addressing Gettysburg. Thanks for listening.
That's abbreviation. That wasn't now.
Oh, you fat meaty little son of a bitch.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Big balls.